Hola a todos, bienvenidos de nuevo aquí a la Gamer. Hola y más a Indie Live Expo, en este caso la segunda parte. Vamos a ver algunos títulos muy interesantes. Vamos allá. Vamos ya, dale ahí a la batería. Vamos a darle a la batería, vamos ya. ¡Hombre! Y mientras está este Live Performance parte 1, pues deciros que vamos a ver aquí los últimos juegos indie que van a salir para este año, para una Indie Live Expo 3 en el 2021, que bueno, espero que os guste. Dale ya. Con Bibi y con Sonic. Y estoy predispuesto ya para poner los títulos que van a llegar en esta segunda parte, que se prevé muy interesante. Así que vamos a ir poniendo ya de qué va a ser esto. Indie Live Expo ya. Bueno, muchachos, lo siento, puede pasar. ¡Fenomenal! ¡Cojones! Aquí estamos los 5 horas. Bueno, ¿qué tal? ¿Has pasado buenas noches? Sí, yo también. Cojones. Yo también. Estoy aquí de blanco. ¿Os acordáis de mí? Que estaba en la primera... Sí. No, yo no me acuerdo. Tengo la pajarita. Yo tampoco me acuerdo. Yo también estaba en la primera parte. Bueno, pues nada, vamos allá.
Okay, that's Mizutani-san in the middle.
Pues hay más.
This is Yoshida-san.
Ah, Yoshida-san, claro.
Left for you guys is it's a streamer.
All right. So explain the purpose of this.
Yes.
Vamos allá.
It is an event that is for people that love indie games.
Yes.
About indie games.
Yes. For the indie games. Maybe.
It's pretty straightforward, isn't it? Well, very simple.
Yes.
ことになりましたよ。いや
Yep.
でもね、それがこの多様性を生み出すんだと思いました。
Yeah, but it's
さっきもお見せしたんです
pretty
けど、
worldwide, right? So we're doing the English. They got
Una
the
cosa
Chinese.
increíble, una cosa espantosa, una cosa horrible.
Indie games are popular. So his is bad for it. Look at ours.
Pedazos de tomo que... Madre mía.
Dragon, we got more.
Look at this.
Look at us, they're adding more. Dude, so much.
頑張ってですから、
Oh man.
ちょっと東北です。
Eso de tomo, ¿no?
行こうと思っております。でそして、今日なんですけども、
はい
こち
today
ら DJ 皆さんに聞こえてますか？
Oh, is the background music going the whole time?
聞き覚えがある
Very
よ
Who
うな
recognizes
ない
this
よ
song?
うな。でそして
Madre mía.
なんかもう気づいてる人いますね、龍也さんとか。
Alright.
あ、これズンの新曲。
Yeah, they're hearing it. I hear that Zoom track in the
Oh
background.
yes.
Nice.
Oh yes.
Lo que hay que aguantar con esta gente. Madre mía.
From Toho Project.
Yes. The creator Zoom
制作者のズンさんが
is the composer of this
こ
song.
のテーマ曲を書き下ろしてくれました。
He made a theme song for Indie Live Expo
Wow,
2.
especially just for us.
Yes.
Thank you
Oh,
very
yes.
much. Sounds good.
Yes.
曲名が唯一無二のシミュラーク
Yes. So Independent Simulacral is the name of the song.
There's an actual official English name?
Yes.
Very nice.
いますが今日エンディングでしっかり聴けますので
So you can hear the whole thing at the end.
Yeah, so this is like pics of it, but the full version will stick until the end.
Yep,
Pero
so
enseñarme
if you're
juegos.
still here 5 hours later, you can hear that.
そうたっぷりありますからね
I think that's
Pues no puede
reason
ser,
enough
no
to
puede ser
listen.
Oh yeah, it is. It is actually.
協力体
It
制
is
と
nice.
してもなんだか他にはない番組だなという気がしますが
Oh yeah, even with all these people, helping this program is something else. Out of this,
会社さんはもち
They
ろん
don't, there's nothing like him, that's for sure.
そして協賛者様のご協力で
oh, there's a lot of sponsors also.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you
Venga,
very
enséñame los juegos.
much. And we will introduce them here.
Yes.
Cygames.
Yes.
Cojones.
Very big. Very big.
株式会社
Dear
DL
site.
site.
Yes, so they have a good site. They
そ
actually
し
do.
て株式会社
Gotcha game.
Yes.
That's the sound for the egg things that come out of Japan. Yeah.
こちらも紹介さ
Gotcha
せていただきます
gotchas.
Oh, gotcha, the medals.
開催おめでとうございます。
Ah,
株式会社ごちゃごちゃゲームズ
this is, congratulations Indie Live Expo 2. We are Gotcha Games.
そして
Yeah.
Okay.
9月
Ah, they are the
Sale medio pelo.
of Kadokawa.
Kadokawa, right?
Yes.
From 2020, so very new game.
Yes, very new.
行ってきました。
They concentrate on, anyone can be a game creator to create something that
Games
gives
that
this
people are excited about.
Yes.
誰もがゲームクリエイターになる
And they're going to the next stage. Yep.
ミッションに
And the Tsukuru series is Game Maker series.
Yep. Scooter to make.
Yes, yes, yes.
オリジナルゲームが制作
And
Pero
I
¿por qué
guess
estoy
they've been
mirando los
working on this
papeles?
software
Enséñame
for 30
juegos.
years. They'll use that experience to go forward here.
わからなくてもどなたでも気軽に
So even if you don't know programming, you can make the role-playing games and action games quite easily.
Steam ストアで体験版もご用意しております
And they have a trial version on the Steam store, so let's all go do that.
Yes, yes. So this,
very much.
yeah, the Tsukuru series Game Maker series is a 30-year-long franchise. It's really easy to make games.
Otro más ahí con los
A lot
papeles.
of famous games came out of that.
Yeah.
こちらもですね、続いての協賛者は Unity Technologies Japan 株式会
Next,
社
Unity Technologies Japan. Unity makes a lot of games.
Oh yeah, so Unity is the game engine.
Right, so I mean a lot of games are made on
Okay,
Unity.
sorry.
9月の
Yes.
放送に続き今回も Unity
Again, another congratulations on Indie Live Expo 2.
応援してまいり
Yes.
ます
Yeah, they're helping us again. They're supporting Indie Live Expo 2 from June, and now they're doing it again. Thank you very much.
キャンセルになった
Poco
So they were
今年前半と比べればインディーライブ
worried about last time with things like the coronavirus,
Yes.
but they were able to, do it a second time here, so they're very excited about it.
そして今回も前回の
And
放送に引き続き
uh,
番組の
there's going to be some messages also played at the end of the show.
Okay, cool.
So make sure to look out for that.
ゲームを作ってみよう
And people that think, oh, I want to make a game too, then go ahead and do it. That's
Yes.
what Unity's there for.
Yes, Unity is free to use.
という私たち Unity の
Basically free,
このメッ
yes.
セージ動画
Basically free.
Yeah.
Nice. So it's easy to get started with that.
我々まで
No, actually, it's one of the difficult ones to use.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's
But it's easy to start
yes,
financially.
Yeah, financially, yes, you're right, exactly.
見ていきます
But it's very powerful.
Yeah.
X
Unknown X.
Next.
Next
会
one.
社 Y ソーシ
Why so serious?
株式会社ハピネット
HappyNet.
日本マイクロソフト株式会社アイディアと
Y los
Microsoft,
sponsors.
Xbox, ID at Xbox, and 1 or 8.
そしてピックスメイン
Pixmay,
Nice logo.
株式会社ソニーインタラクティブエンターテインメントプレイ
Sony
ステーション
Interactive
株
Entertainment
式会社
PlayStation.
ロケットペア
Yep,
ヨ
Pocket
レイカ
Pair.
スタジオ
Yoreka.
協賛者のご紹介
Eureka Studio. Okay. Those are sponsors. Thank you.
Thank you. Sponsors.
Yeah, very important. I've learned that.
It is. Very good.
で本日の
But they're also sponsors that are very tied in with the independent game.
Yeah, it
Here it
is.
is.
Yes, yes, they are. They
Pero
are.
a ver, ¿vais a mostrar
Very
All right,
good.
here's the lineup for
There
today.
you go.
Live performance.
Yes, that was Dynamo
We had
Machine.
with the drumming.
Yes, very
Indie
nice.
Waves, that's where we introduce back-to-back.
Yay!
The premiere.
ぜひ目を離さないで
Yeah, so Indie Waves, if you
Sí,
saw last
most
time, you got
indie.
like
Vamos a ir aquí
less
sin
than a
indies.
second to see what's going on, so pay attention.
ではちょっと掘り下げ
Indie Live Premiere, that's where the
Choto, como que
focused
choto. Tú
items.
sí que es un
Oh,
choto.
yes.
Yo no soy
There's
choto.
Might be some big stuff coming out of that.
世界のインディースタジオ
And then all of a sudden the topics are in Japanese for some reason, but
Indie studios all
global
around the world.
independent studios.
Yes,
so
from
what
around
kind
the
of
world.
studios are
Yes.
available? Last time there was a couple interesting
Yes,
ones.
yes. Yep, yeah. So this time they're going to focus on, I think, maybe a country. I don't want to spoil anything. Oh, nice.
Which country, I wonder? And then
The Indie Live Expo Awards.
the awards.
Yes, the winners are going to be announced.
Who's going to win?
Yes.
On Jamon's script over there, he crossed out everybody and wrote Jamon, but we'll see who really wins.
I don't know what's in here yet, but I crossed out a lot of stuff.
I'll cross it out.
では早速なんですけども、
Alright.
まずは一回こう CM を挟ませていただきます。
Okay.
Oh.
CM って言っても、
commercial?
インディエクスポの CM は基本ゲームの CM ですから。
Oh, yeah.
So they're going to do some commercials now, and the commercials are usually game commercials, so it's kind of just more
Venga,
games.
game comercial, venga.
Here we go.
Cliffy.
ラバーズキャラクターショールールズオブプレイショーの発
ショット
表をさせていただきたいと思います。
Alright, so-
They're going to have their 2 announcements of winners for next one. See you later.
Commercial!
Wherever shall we begin?
Everything should. Oh. Four guys. Vender Insight, este juego me mola. Pena, muy bueno. Pues bien. Y este es... Con... Voy a llamarlo. Ah, este lo vimos. Este juego está muy bien. Es juego de Craftopia.
Phoenix あの不統合プロジェクトファンゲームの名作ダンジョン RPG が登場。50以上の多彩な統合キャラを自由に編成して広大なダンジョンに挑め。やり込んだら止まらない東方の迷宮、幻想郷と転換の
Pero
大
si
樹。
nadie con nada, no digo nada. Uy, 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 uy. Ahora me lo paras, o sea... A ver, ¿qué más hay?
And I think it's a novel-style adventure game.
Okay. Are you...
Yes, have you guys voted?
Did everybody vote on here?
Yeah,
なんだ
yeah.
やっぱりインディーゲームっていうと全く知らなくても不思議ないのに、やっぱりフォールガイズみたいなめちゃくちゃ有名なタイトルが。
Yeah, Fall Guys is
Vale,
one of the
mejor
biggest
personaje, Fall Guys, que Taker, Little Big Noventa,
Yeah, I see the...
Puede ganar a
all over the
cualquiera.
place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you didn't know it. Amazing, man.
Well, I didn't know that's where it was from, but I've seen the character.
Oh, yeah, yeah, of course, yeah, yeah.
All right, we're going to announce it. The winner is...
インディーライブエキスポアワード
The,
キャラクター賞に輝いたのは
the winner is...
Helltaker.
Helltaker!
おめでとう
Very
ござい
nice.
ます
Yes, congratulations, Helltaker.
Yes.
Winner of the best characters.
So it's a Sokoban style game. You push the blocks so you can get to the
コ
goal.
メント届いてるんで、読ませてもらってもいいです
All
か
right, so we got a comment. I'll take
Yes.
this one. And we got these translated as ahead of time, so
Yes.
quality's going to shoot up here for just a minute.
¿Esto qué es?
All right, this is from VG Time.
Okay.
It says, from the little absurd but cute protagonist swaying his body to the music in-game.
BPM, I'm really into it. Pilgrim is also good fun. Pedestrian one's great.
So
The chess is really confusing. Yeah.
5D, I can't even imagine.
No, man, you should try it.
I can picture 3D.
It's weird, man.
4D,
So you can move like up here.
yeah, that's 3D.
No. So you create a new verse, a multiverse.
Oh, God.
No one knows how to play.
Okay, so that's 4D.
Yes.
Then what's the 5th dimension?
Oh,
Okay. VPN.
Vamos a ver qué más tenéis por ahí. Ragdolion.
There's some weight. They got some big guns. Tackle each other. Oh, this looks awesome.
oh man, everything's physics based, so every time they play a gameplay, changes, he says.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Different every time. Look at these monsters.
All these kaijus, man.
Ragdolion.
good.
Me gusta.
Okay, next.
Next one is Mooching Monolith.
Oh, man.
So you co-op with a cute and talkative monolith, and then you build a farm. It is a strategic action tower defense game.
Okay.
And the name is Mooching Monolith.
Yep. Said that twice. Mooching meaning you have to give him lots of stuff, probably.
I wonder, maybe they just dropped the S. Okay.
Oh no, I wanted to talk more about that. All right, The Adventures of Zozo. We got a side-scroller action shooting game. It's kind of like a Mega Man. There's 8 different cyborg animals, and they have to, they're attacking the Earth, and you have a young superhero boy that has to go do it. And this comes from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, so small publisher from Saudi Arabia.
And this is the
UAE.
first time this game has ever been, I'm sorry, UAE.
Yeah.
The first time this has been announced.
This is amazing from the from a small developer or publisher to Japan. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay.
Oh, go!
Okay, Sakura. It's pomegranate. Okay, so it's a near future Shinjuku, and there's these grotesque monsters, and you have to fight them. It's an RPG, and the flower language is foolishness for pomegranate.
What?
Pomegranate.
Say that one more time.
Okay, the pomegranate's flower language is foolishness.
Foolishness.
Yes. Your turn.
Okay, shut up, it's
Star
fine.
Renegades.
All right, Star Renegades. This one, it's about like imperial people that are trying to take over the stuff, but you have the Rebel Alliance, sounds kind of like a Star Wars kind of a thing. 2D pixel arts, very romantic-based types of different things, very individualistic, and it's a role-playing game.
PlayStation 4 y Nintendo Switch.
Long-like.
Roguelike. Yeah.
Roguelike.
Roguelike. There we go.
Roguelike.
It looks good
Okay,
too.
so it's kind of like the Dead Cells kind of thing that I love so much.
So,
Oh yeah.
Yes, okay, next
Oh,
is,
no.
what's it? Me and My Cat's Island. Okay, so depending on what rice ball is in her mouth, her status changes.
Depending on what rice ball is in her mouth.
Yes, the status changes, and she has to solve the mystery of a mystery island. And it's a jump action game. Steam DLC DMM coming out 2021.
Okay, Me and My Cat's
Yes, and the
Island.
English title is on the top left.
I wonder what. Oh
Trinity.
god. Trinity S. Okay, so it's all about placement, movement, and taking the correct positioning. It's a 3-player co-op online action game. So the gimmick around how you move is about how the fun comes about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done, sir. Okay, so three people cope, that's rare. Okay, next is
Barbarian.
Varvarion. Okay, so anime-style sword fight. You can control an anime-style sword fight. And it's a fast-paced 3D sword action game from 1v1 to multiplayer, sorry, in various situations with various characters. And the guy has a main job as a game developer, but is making this on the side. Why did he write that? Steam, and he don't know when it's going to come out.
Okay. Not the main job. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. So this was from before, right?
Yes, it's very famous.
Okay, very famous.
Everyone knows it.
Everyone knows it.
Yes.
What's it doing here? Everybody knows Fallout
Yes, I hate
Guys.
the people
Fall
who
Guys
stay on
Ultimate
the
Knockout.
blog.
Cool. So it's already been released PlayStation 4 and Steam.
Yes. One of the biggest indie hits in recent years.
My script says, no description required, please talk freely. No description required. Oh dear.
It is fun, it is
But
fun.
look at that. I like the French fry looking guy.
Oh yeah, there's so many skins, so many collaborated skins. Amazing.
Yeah, this looks... Oh, yeah. Super Magnetic Nail. Did you ever play that? that's a very obscure title, but this kind of reminded me of that for some reason just now.
Let's read everything in the jumble. People have fun. Kids to adults at the same level.
Yeah.
Y es mejor, ¿no?
I'd like to play this with my kids.
Oh yeah, it'll be great fun. Great fun. It's like going, just scream all along.
Oh, man.
Yes.
All right, next.
Oh, okay. It's My Time at Porsche. It was already out on Steam, but it's coming to App Store and Google Play on 2021 March.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's you can farm, you can mine, you can do farming. I said that. You can raise animals, you can ride llamas. It's a simulation and adventure. There's a lot of story, and it's an RPG. There's skill trees and everything. It's a time guzzler.
A time guzzler.
Seriously, man, I could never stop it. You're done.
Oh, man. All right, 100 Days. It's from Italy, right? And it's a simulator of a winery. So you kind of you make wine, you got to grow the grapes. Think how you want to plant them and harvest them. What's the best time to harvest them until you can make the perfect wine. Very detailed about wine.
So it's an actual really hardcore winemaking game.
Yeah, sim wine.
Exactly.
Sim wine.
App Store and Google Play, 2021 August. Looks neat.
Okay.
Oh, next. Journey of Nayuta and Comet. Okay, so 2 characters and you have to gather star pieces. And it's a sandbox puzzle game. Okay, App Store and Google Play. Okay, there's more than 100 stages and you have to use both characters so you can stand on the other character or move gimmicks using 2 characters. So you have to use both characters. It looks good, looks cute, and I would like it on PC too.
Oh, it's not right now.
No, it's iOS. 20, already out.
Okay.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, this one, yeah. So we got The Witch and the 66 Mushrooms, which is actually available for play on Steam today, and it was made with the action game Skuru MV, which we talked about briefly earlier.
Maker, yeah.
So in order to get back your older brother, you have to something about getting the power from the witch.
Nintendo
Getting the
Switch
power
Steam.
from the witch.
Okay.
Desire.
Brave and Desire. It's a party and you go into dungeons, a roguelite RPG. There's the front row, the mid row, the back row, and depending on which row you're in, what you can do differs. Formation.
Up front, maybe you do some stabs, and back, maybe do some long range stuff.
Or you can maybe heal, I don't know. Yeah, so formation is very important. And releasing soon, no, not soon, longer, 2022, you're then.
Longer. Okay, Nekoming. So this is for Nintendo Switch. It is to be released in the future, but you have to lead your cat within the limited amount of time in order to get into the warp hole. So get that cat in the warp hole in the limited amount of time using your Joy-Con on the Switch.
Oh, so you get cat's toy, so you can like go.
Oh, he went in!
Oh,
He's driving the car!
wow!
Cat's kids, right?
Okay, I like this.
Oh, looks good.
Okay, Mona's Familia.
That's a Charizard!
That's two of them. Okay, so it's a strategic simulation game using hexagonal tiles as a map. And you can summon units, you can build stuff.
Ahora volvemos. Madre mía. Y volvemos.
And yeah, that's it. And it's on Steam, but he's thinking that I wish it could be on Steam, Switch too. Okay.
Looks like it should be able to.
Yeah.
Maybe
not too bad.
someday.
Okay. Oh.
Snow Fighters. So up to 4 players. It's an esports action game of a snowball fight. So you make the snowball and you use the snowball to destroy your enemies.
Okay.
Ah, bueno, vale.
6 different characters. Wow.
Oh, next, Soul Cage. It looks cool. 80 to 90, respecting 80 to 90s RPG. It's a dots, it's a 2D, but it feels nostalgic, but it represents modern times.
Yeah. I love the retro art.
Yeah, it's really good. On smartphones, Very high strategic, you have to use high IQ you needed. There's a lot of replayability, lots of character progression. App Store, Google Play, coming winter.
Okay, Halloween targets.
It's November.
So, yeah, we just missed Halloween. We missed the target, but this is made with Unity since 2020 March, available on Windows, and you shoot at your candies.
Okay, you should.
Yep.
Okay.
Shoot at the candies.
Project 6. He's a solo developer, high-speed mecha action. He hasn't put in any assists on trying to make it as responsive as possible.
One guy made this?
Yeah, wow. Whoa.
Really?
So you can move everything like your hands and feet, he says. So really responsive. It looks really cool. Wow.
That looks really good.
Wow. Windows Package DL 2021 coming in. And the break.
All right, guys, how'd we do?
Okay, Mr. Nissan.
How'd we do?
Más o menos.
Gocha Gocha Games, the game maker.
Yep.
Oh, he's helping them. He's the publisher, I guess.
He's the publisher of the Snow Fighter.
Oh no, it's the publisher of the engine of the
The
Snow
engine
Fighter.
that made the Snow Fighter,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's the one we were talking about earlier. Yep, the
Vamos a ver más
seems like
juegos.
it wouldn't be that much of a change.
Estamos aquí por los juegos. Vamos a ver más
The
juegos.
dogs don't go after
Me
the
gusta
light.
mucho el Necomin. Me parece muy curioso.
Yeah.
Muy curioso el Necomin.
No, nothing.
De momento, de lo que llevamos visto, creo que lo que más me ha
Alright, we
gustado es el
finished
Necomin.
1/8 of the game's waves.
I'm already sweating a bit.
Oh man.
Okay, next one. You starting. Oh, I talked to
Okay.
the developer for this
Second one. Let's
Pretty
do
fun.
it.
Yeah. Young guy.
Okay. Unneglectables. So you don't, or this guy doesn't know anything, and he's got to learn how to grab stuff,
Yeah.
right? The grabbing power, and he uses that to solve puzzles and to not be afraid of fearful enemies.
Yeah.
Yep, with love and crime.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oshaberi Horizo, talkative Horizo, Holy Slash. I have no idea what that means. So you go, it's a casual action game where you go around the world, visit historic sites. A lot of replayability, and you can upgrade your
Juego para Switch, pero no sabemos
equipment.
cómo se llama.
Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
Steve,
all right, hold on. They're really picked up the pace here. Steel Sword Story S. It's a 8-bit 2D action game, like 1001 Spikes. They made that game 8-bit
bueno, es que no recuerdo los juegos de la Game
and
Boy Advance.
it's like something that you played a long time ago, so it might help you get back your memories from a previous day.
well done, sir.
Memories from a previous
Yeah,
day.
yeah. No, guys, not Limbo. No, one guy in Japan. Okay. Scourgebringer. Okay, it was already so.
Yeah, this was a commercial. This
Yeah.
looks awesome.
Yeah,
I want to go
October
get this right
21st.
now.
Yes, Metroidvania type high-tempo roguelite action game.
Love
Speedy,
this.
a lot of replayability, and it's also another time guzzler.
From October 21st.
Yeah, already out.
Very recent.
Okay.
Very
Yeah,
nice on
yeah,
Steam.
yeah. Man, one of the hard ones. Oh, your turn.
Blue Saber's Early Mission. Okay, so I used to play games like this. You build up all of your weaponry on your
Yeah,
plane
yeah.
and side-scrolling and avoid the
Yeah,
bullets
man.
and shoot the other guys. This is like a whole classic genre.
Ah, look at all those numbers.
Great. Look at all those numbers.
Madre mía.
There's so many different numbers up
Wow,
there.
it seems that there's a
Yeah.
supportive big ship underneath you, and you can combine with them, and that helps you and fixes your stuff.
It's like classic arcade cabinet-style games.
Okay, Karabako Booth, a dystopian adventure. So in 2036, there's a
Famine.
what?
Famine, right?
Famine, yes,
Yeah.
famine, and in this world, and so everything's
There's not enough food.
Yes, surrounded by food. So you have to check food, and then you have to go over the border to look for the truth and peace.
Yeah.
Through food.
So it's just like in real
Como el
life.
de Papers, Please.
Yes, exactly.
It could be.
Yes.
Dystopian
I
future.
was thinking of starvation. Dan, your turn, sorry.
Oh man, how do you pronounce this?
Veritora Hexa.
Vritra
Yes.
All right.
An arcade
It's an
title.
arcade title. Really? Interesting. So you'd have to actually go to an arcade to play this. But this is not the side-scrolling shooting game. Avoid the bullets and stuff.
Yeah, not vertical, but side, yeah.
For 2 players at a time. Hexa mode. Lots of different new elements. Looks fun.
Wow, 2020 September?
So it says it's planned for September of 2020, which is in the past.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But planned for it.
Replica, an indie developer, Sony, is making this. Replica uses a smartphone and social media as a theme, an interactive novel game. It'll be out on Nintendo eShop after this program on Nintendo
Vídeo en el
Switch.
canal, muy bueno, muy bueno,
Yeah,
muy
it's
bueno.
it's already out on Steam and it's really good. It has a weird story through a weird theme.
Okay.
Yeah, you have
Can you
to,
give us the highlights in 1 second?
You have to pry through the phone so that you know this guy is a spy
Oh,
or something.
don't ruin it.
Maridos.
Okay. Tobari 2 Dream Ocean. So a sequel, I'm assuming, from Tobari. But oh god. You have to use your magic. You get magic to defeat the enemies, and it's like a classic 2D action game.
You hit them and you get the power, like a bit like Kirby or something.
Hit them and get the power like Kirby or something. And this is available on Steam, DL Site, DMM Games, Windows, lots of stuff since July.
Okay. Star Trek Hands of Time, like Hands of Fate. Okay, Star Trek has a deep story, and it's a few genres, but basically a rhythm action game. There's a clay animation style miniature world, and these 2 band kids go around slamming the guitar. Yeah,
Okay, 2 guys running around slamming the guitar, so maybe like a Guitar Heroes.
but there's also like an action part.
Oh, and there's this hand
yeah,
walking
like that.
around. Oh
Yeah,
man.
it's really good fun. Oh!
Okay.
Los que hay también.
Hell's High Harmonizers. That's good. Same sound H there. But there's the guy from Hell, and the harmonizer, you have to kind of make peace with him and make up the characters.
Character creation.
Good lifestyle simulation
Lifestyle
game.
simulation
Lifestyle
game.
simulation game in that category. And it looks like it's going to be available from November on Nintendo Switch, which is now.
Okay.
And early release on Steam is being prepared.
Okay. Okay, Rainbow Sea. Its motif is the 7 lucky gods.
7 lucky gods, yep.
Yeah, Japanese-style 2D adventure game. You tap on the screen to move around the field. You talk to the characters. You explore the ship for 1 year.
Okay.
It's an app store.
Thief Girls Quartet. So there's 4 thief girls, and they have to go find the treasure that sleeps in the giant tower. Where is it? Who knows? Right? Who knows where it is? But you got 4 friends. You can do it online, and even with friends that are far away, you go find that treasure in that
If you have
tower.
a friend, yeah.
The treasure is sleeping. Yeah. I think they went in the tower.
All right, next Project Actress.
Oh man.
Also, there's people who want to rule the world, and you have to be a swordsman and fight them, swordsperson. You can shoot even though you have a sword, and use a sword, and your own physical power to fight against the huge machines that they bring, that the enemies bring, and stop them. It's on Windows 2020. They're trying to bring out a demo version. Okay, looks
Okay.
fun. There you go.
Dragon Peak. I haven't seen a game like this for a while, but I used to like this a lot, like a Golden Axe kind of a
Oh,
thing,
yes,
right?
exactly.
It's the side scroll, the belt scrolling action game is I guess what it's called.
Yeah.
But you can go freely between the stages, you search around, and you just got to go, beat these monsters. It's from spring of 2021.
Okay.
Looks good.
All right. Oh, Demolition Robots KK. What? Okay. It's a 4-people fighting game, robot action. It's streamer friendly, so you can use like Twitch extensions where the viewers can throw in items to help the streamer.
Interesting.
Or they can like bother them.
Oh, like get in their way?
Get in their way.
Like we don't want him to succeed, so we're going to put some stuff in his way.
Okay, Nintendo
That's
Switch
funny.
and Steam. Yeah, there's a lot of this interactive stuff between viewers and players.
Yeah,
so a
that's
lot
a
of
new category coming out. I can see that. Does
so you
anybody do that to your streams?
Yes.
Oh dear. Okay,
The
next.
Use of
The
Life.
Use of Life. It's a game book multi-ending RPG. So, you know, game book, beautiful artwork, and depending on what choices you make, what strategies you take, it will take you through to a different storyline. Publisher, they're looking for publishers, it looks like. They're looking for publishers.
Well, yes, they're looking for publishers. So if you have the money, publish their games.
So that it's not published.
No, they can. Yeah, it's not published, but they can publish it.
They want to publish it.
It'll be nice if
They want to publish additionally.
Yes.
Okay.
If-
They're planning on releasing a
Yes.
trial in
Oh,
2020.
this is the one in the sea.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
just like Where's Waldo?
Yes, exactly.
Looks awesome.
Yeah, so it's from a book like that. Okay, so there's a book called The Labyrinth Detective Pierre, and so you look for stuff, and it's in the game now. So you have to become the Detective Pierre and look for the lost stone. Okay, and they're trying to aim for 2021 March early access. Nintendo Switch, it says Switch here, but Switch, App Store, Google Play on Steam. This looks fun.
I bought a Switch, and it did not last very long.
Typo, sorry, on that.
All right, Cyborg Prototype, but this is just a working title. The title could change, but
Cyborg
it is a
Prototype.
rogue-like element game, 3D battle action, where
Tiene buena
you can
pinta.
get
Me ha gustado el
parts that may
Labyrinth
become
City, lo voy a
damaged, you
mirar.
gotta replace them, you gotta repair them, you can customize your thing, you gotta think, how do I survive? How do I survive?
Yes.
So it's
replay.
Yep.
Oh,
Great.
Children of Mortar.
Mortar,
Yes, it's already out on Steam. So every family member can be the protagonist, or is the protagonist. And there's different battle styles for each character, and you have to fight against the corruption. It was, yes, and solve the mystery. It's a great roguelike
Este juego
action
creo que ya está en
RPG,
Europa y
and it's going to be on PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, DMN games on 2020, December 70. I think this is the Japanese version. The English version is really good. Go get it.
Okay.
And we're done with the first wave. And thank you for the platform part, Jargon Man. Thank you.
Very nice.
NS Labo. Thank you.
That one looked like King's Quest.
Oh, no, this one, I really recommend this one.
I love King's Quest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? That was Indie Waves 1.
That was Indie Waves 1. There's 3 more to come.
Madre mía.
So, what did you like out of those?
Oh, everything. Which one did you like?
Commercial!
Y comerciales ahora. Dungeon of Nazareth. Madre mía. Otro juego también raro que no sabemos. Este me encanta. Dragon Peak. Muy bueno. Igual que
発見と思考を駆使して敵を倒す新感覚パズルアクション忍者少女キムを操作して世界を救えキーンヴァンガールアーミー好評発売中 DL サイトインディーライブエキスポ2をご覧の皆様葉月翼です皆さんは DL サイトって知ってますか DL サイトは漫画、ゲーム、ボイスドラマなどが購入できる日本最大級のダウンロードサイトですスマホやパソコンからコンテンツを購入するとその場ですぐに楽しむことができますなんとこのインディーライブエキスポ2に合わせて DL サイトでは
Puede ser un proveedor o algo.
同人ゲームのお得な開発セールを実施中です
Vale. Madre mía. Madre mía. Este juego tiene buena pinta. Pero es que es eso, parece que todo esto se queda en Japón y es para Japón y ya está. Bueno.
11月16日までセール対象ゲームが 30% off
Ahora con
DL
descuentos.
サイトで検索してここをクリック DL サイトでゲームを探しながらインディーライブエキスポ2をお楽しみください DL サイト
Muy bien. Pues aquí nos quedamos por ahora. Y volvemos. ¡Hasta ahora! Así que vamos a seguir con nada más. ¿Qué pasa ahí? Dímelo. Pero... ¡Oh, Sakuna! Sakuna.
Implements to make better rice products and cook better, and then you go fight. Oh wow. Man,
Sakuna.
this is just interesting. That guy looks like something straight out of Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
Isn't that?
this aesthetic, man. This kind of shady stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the cell shading.
Marvelous.
Yeah,
Sakuna.
About $50.
About $50, 5,000 yen,
Okay.
and
Oh, there's also
There's,
the physical version.
physical version with art books.
Can you pet the cat?
Looks like,
Yes.
well, she picked it up. I didn't see her pet it.
she petted it.
No, she just picked it up. This looks amazing. You know, it's interesting for me. I wonder how much this would translate, like for people that aren't familiar with the depth of rice.
That's true.
Because there's a lot of stuff that you have to do for rice.
Yes, there's a lot of rituals that goes into rice.
Yeah.
Concerning, like in funerals you use it, and you do some praying before you grow it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's very important in the Japanese culture.
When I grew up, the only rice I knew was from Rice Krispies cereal.
I like them, and you can't get them over here.
It was delicious.
Yes, it's not even on Amazon, I'm sad.
Okay.
So yeah, as you said, it might be hard to translate, but it might be good. It looks nice.
It's
No, está muy bien el juego, hombre.
Switch, it's impressive you can get this level of detail on Switch
Easy.
PS4.
Switch didn't start out well, but now everyone wants it on Switch.
I like
Qué bueno.
Because I played on the trains.
Oh yeah, you move a lot, man. Yeah. I don't move around, so I play on PC.
I wonder if, look at the water and stuff here. The bundles of rice. I wonder how realistic it
Tiene muy buena
is,
pinta.
like if you don't correctly do
I
the
see
rice.
the actual rice process, right? I think the basic stuff are there.
Tengo un juego que me encanta que es Okami. Esto es muy bonito
So
también.
the first introduction, they said, had to be this game.
Yep. Because it's coming soon, right?
I think so, yeah. Yes, it said December.
December, right? So next month, and this is the first showing of this game anywhere.
Yeah, I've heard names of it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is very like a Japanese made of Japanese culture.
So I guess the title would roughly translate to like the Harvest of Heaven.
Yeah. Or direct translation, right? At the bottom it says Sakuna of Rice and Ruin.
Yeah.
So that will be the English title. Marcus does translation, so it might be.
Está muy bien.
Mind it's Sakuna, not Sakana.
Sakana, no.
Sakana means fish. It's not that.
Yeah, Sakuna.
Sakuna.
Cuidado, ojo, cuidado.
Also, the developer was actually making rice.
So he was like a rice farmer.
Wow.
Then it's got to be realistic. Okay. I wonder. Yeah, that's an interesting combination. Like your own experience.
Qué curioso.
Get a new perspective into a new game. Very nice.
And the story probably like this is the Oni, the demons, is it's a fairy tale in Japan.
I wonder if he had demons.
Maybe in his heart, yeah. Do you?
Oh dear.
Do you?
No. I don't.
People who have demons say that. Oh,
All right,
next.
message.
Oh, no, message.
Oh dear. We got.
I'm the developer.
¿Es esto qué es? Oh, qué bonito, coño. Joder.
All right. See. Oh, they made a trial version like
5 years ago.
5 years ago. And he's been still working on it.
学生の頃に
Oh, it used to look like this?
作ろうとした
Oh
んです
man, this thing has evolved
That's the stuff that he
tremendously.
used to make when he was a
そ
student.
こで
Okay.
ちっちゃいゲームから作り続けてですね
Oh, he
So
made
since he was young, he made a bunch of different kinds of games, starting smaller and going bigger and bigger.
で
Wow.
当時作りたかったものがやっと
Qué bueno.
できたのが
And
天才
now
の魚
he
姫
is proud of this game here. I would be proud of any of those that he made, but this does look
本当にいい
amazing.
ゲームができたと思っておりますので
He has a soothing voice.
Qué bueno.
遊んでみてください
So he requests humbly that you play the game.
Yes, humbly.
Nice.
繊細な声の方が
Looks
Humildemente te pide que juegues al juego.
So that the guy with that voice
Yeah.
made this game and made rice. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, you gotta eat.
Yeah, if you have a voice, yeah.
Gotta
Even if
eat.
you don't have a voice.
It's interesting that you'd have both of those skills.
Qué bueno.
Yeah, yeah.
Dicen,
What works in life, man? That'll be to your advantage.
Right.
dicen que quien hizo el juego también tiene una granja de arroz. Así que,
実するところがまたすごいと思います。まず一つ目は天水の桜姫。
The first one
Right.
was, yeah.
So the first one was this one, Sakuna of Rice and Ruins.
uff,
So to be on sale soon.
Yes.
It says literally without delay,
Oh.
but not right now.
bueno, vamos a ver.
In the future.
Oh, next one.
Next one,
けども、
Puzzle Pedestrians.
Puzzle Pedestrians.
ちびロボの作者であるルート24の
Paso
さんの企画制作
From Route 24,
Pedestrians.
he made Moon, Lack of Love, and Chibi-Robo. Moon is a very popular RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Lack of love. Shibihiro.
Chibi-Robo.
Chirirobo.
Yeah,
Yep.
And this one is a human observation puzzle game.
Human observation.
Human observation.
キャラクターたちの移動ルートやタイミングを
You gotta check how people in the city move around and solve the puzzle so they don't like here it looks like that guy's gonna walk right into those bees. You're gonna get stung.
Away from the bees! Not the bees! Not the bees! No! Not the bees!
I knew it. No, don't go back.
The bees!
He went. Oh, yeah, okay.
They're in my eyes! Oh, they're not in my eyes.
Okay. So there might be bees. There might be other things that you see in a city, and people might.
A ver qué es esto, porque
You
vamos.
gotta solve the puzzle. This looks interesting.
They're from the developer of Moon. Yep. Ah,
Gonna
okay.
be made so it can be released on the Switch.
Espera, espera, el desarrollador de Moon.
Solve the mission.
Pues vale.
ワイワイさんどうです今の画面見てもらう
Right.
でこれが
Waiwa-san's comment.
作ろうもと作りますそう問題ないそれがすごいなっていう
Wait, so this is...
I thinks it looks good.
ちびロボも好きなんで
And he liked the other games like
Yeah, yeah.
Chibi-Robo.
プログラミングの知識じゃなくてゲームを作りたいって意思だったらあればここはできるタイプ
Oh, so this
Qué curioso.
これゲーム作るんですか? Oh, from Game Maker.
Yeah, so this guy didn't have much coding experience, but he could still make this. Also available next month.
Wow, okay.
Oh man, that was
こちらです
shorter.
Yeah.
Next,
Los Epic.
Epic.
Okay. Do you know this game?
Okay.
Oh, this is... Oh!
Ah, ya.
Earth Wars now. This is on the screen now.
Okay, so the title at the bottom, ignore that. This is Earth Wars. Okay.
Oh, so the developers of Earth Wars is going to make the game,
Lost
has made
Epic.
the game which is coming up next, which is Lost Epic.
Okay, so they showed Earth Wars,
Yes.
and that maker is making Lost Epic. So I
Yes,
guess
so
Earth
spoilers.
Wars was popular indies game, very like Mania type people might know it, but
Core gamers.
all right.
And this is Lost Epic.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, big wolf guy.
Hey!
Oh man, she's cutting him off.
Hi!
So we
All
got
the
some
furs.
witches and big sword.
Long big sword there. Many characters, all cute girls.
All cute girls.
Yes, anime style. Character designed by Namie.
Nami, okay.
Okay?
Famous character designer.
Uh-huh.
The bad guys are all much bigger than the girls.
Whoa.
Feasted upon by the gods.
Oh, yeah.
Humanity fights back for survival.
Oh, yeah.
Skill trees.
That was a complex skill tree.
Yeah, yeah.
Become one of the god-slaying knights. God-slaying, man.
Yeah.
Unravel the mystery of the endless sanctum.
Tiene buena pinta.
Very J-poppy. Bam! Bam!
los Bit en el 2021.
So 2021 release.
Sorry. Yes, sorry.
En Steam.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Oh, on Steam.
Add to wishlist. So it's on wishlist. Okay, you can wishlist it now.
Some of these monsters, the bad guys look really good.
Yeah, I like the style of like, what do you call that? Like paper cut animation?
Yeah, like, yeah, I don't even know what you'd call that. I know what you mean. It's like frame-based.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Like
it's
the
all there.
skeletons.
Yeah. It's really nice. I like the style.
Okay.
And the character design Namie from Australia, I think.
Australia, huh?
Okay.
So fast-paced battle action
Yes.
where you can do lots of evolution of your character. You get lots of gimmicks, lots of builds.
Yep.
So what character, what abilities you're going to have, it's up to you, but
Yes.
lots of different options.
Yes. So your weapon
Qué bueno.
changes and you can build your character as you want.
Everybody's cute.
Yep.
¡Mola!
Austria. Australia.
Also in Australia it says here.
I
Australia.
think he said Austria.
Australia. La. Australia.
Australia.
Okay. We hope. Sorry, Namie-san, if it's wrong.
Yeah.
We deeply apologize.
Deeply.
Seriously.
Okay.
Indies. This is Indies, man.
It's,
Amazing,
looks
isn't it?
good. I wonder, like, the combination of the character designer and the artwork and then the game style.
Yeah.
It's an interesting, like,
Yeah.
global collaboration.
2021 release.
Yep.
Okay. Looks fun. Oh,
Next!
Horizon.
Horizon.
Whoa, okay.
Okay, so this one, they're not going to trick us out with the made by this guy's.
All right.
Okay, let's just watch. Let's
Side
watch.
scroll. Platform.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, that's aesthetic.
We got twins here, or what's going on?
The cutting of this mushroom. Ow.
That's a strong mushroom.
All right, walking.
Oh, don't cut that guy.
It says good morning.
Okay.
Good morning.
Nice.
Ohio.
Looks kind of like a Wookiee.
Huh? Sorry. They said, what shall we do now? Good morning. Wait, they're talking over.
Man, that's some small font size.
Yeah, thank you. It says nice
Nice
weather.
weather, but it's raining, so it's sarcasm.
Whoa!
No!
Look at that thing!
That is
Oh,
something.
no! If it rains, it's like gremlins. They just get nasty.
No, don't feed them.
Oh, wait a minute. Is it a nice guy?
Hey.
It's got a...
Oh, no! Well, they shot first, so. Ow!
Oh, man.
That is some damage there.
Okay, so it looks over to the right like the time is going real time.
Ah.
You know what I mean? Not real time, obviously, but you can see like it's an hour later.
Okay. All right.
Midnight.
I wonder what
Let's
the
get in
genre is.
daytime.
Oh,
Man, that thing is strong.
yeah. I guess the boss fight.
Oh, start
no, the
over.
Trojans are dead. And he's happy.
Happy.
Okay, a smart.
Madre mía.
Smartphone game, impressive.
What is this? Okay, new information this is.
New information.
Hochi RPG, an idle game.
Idle, so
Yes, you
like
leave
you
it.
don't have to get into it too much. You
No.
just pick it up and play casually.
Yes.
Casual.
No, there's a genre called idle RPG.
Okay, casual.
No, you just leave it there.
Okay.
So you set everything up and you
Oh,
leave it.
like the one where you grew the mushrooms.
Yes.
And it just goes on its own.
Yes.
I know what you
that's
mean
right.
now.
Okay, now we're on the same page.
Got it.
Okay.
So the good things of the game is the beautiful dot matrix art
Yes, I agree.
and the interesting
What?
characters with a really cruel way of looking at the life.
Yeah, so it says your precious person will die easily, it says. What?
Don't die easily.
Yeah, 簡単に死んでしまう.
Yeah, that's no good. That's not something you want to just set down.
No.
'Cause what happens if you come back and you're like, oh no, it's dead. It's like a Tamagotchi. I should have cleaned up after that.
That is so old, man.
Yeah. Oh man.
¡Dame más!
Okay.
Oh, okay, so there was this smartphone game called Unreal Life. It was quite popular in Japan. And they built a set of publishing.
Okay.
So it's the first game from there, I think. From
Okay, so
Room
they
6.
had a popular game before and they made a new publishing company.
Yes.
And then this is their first release.
Yes,
on
exactly.
that.
Thank you very
Right.
much.
Very good.
It looks good, though.
Yeah, and these guys are looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It looks like it is It says it's planned to be on sale sometime in 2020, which means if it's not already, then they got like 6 weeks.
Alright, these idle games are still popular in Japan.
Should be soon.
Man, it looks nice, man. Oh, man.
It looks good.
Bueno,
That monster kind
puede que sea bueno.
Spice Weasel from Futurama. You know what I'm talking about? Where you just pick it up and squeeze it and bam! You know what I mean?
Yes, I've seen Futurama. I saw every episode. I've seen it. Alright, 2020 release. Okay. 6 weeks time. Or somewhere within 6 weeks.
Let's see it.
Oh, more. Read the title, man.
Okay. Needy Girl Overdose.
Needy Girl Overdose?
I have a guess of what this is going to be about based on the title. Can you put this on the internet? Is this allowed? So...
This is webcam.
Oh no, it's a cam girl?
It's a streamer. She's a streamer.
Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, subscribe to me. Yep. If you don't subscribe to me, I'm going to be sad.
Yeah, so she's on the internet and she's a streamer and
she'll turn into a angel when she's on the internet.
Yes.
Yep. Look at all those tweets.
Madre mía.
Oh, it's too fast. Internet angel needy girl.
Yes.
All right. Oh no, let's focus on here. Hello, trauma, something about trauma.
Yeah.
Please, why don't you call me? Oh no, I'm gonna stalk you. I'm gonna kill you.
A stalker.
Oh, we got a stalker. Oh no, mental breakdown.
Oh my word. What is happening to this world?
I love you. Quit telling me that. I love you. Look at all these alerts. I love you so much. I love you. What happened? Why won't you reply to me?
No.
No. Oh, jeez. Oh, no, she just fell apart there.
Oh my word.
Fame will do that to you.
That's what troll comments
All right, sometime in 2021 while it's still cold.
Okay, in the winter of, so probably until March or April.
Oh, man.
That is something.
I don't even know what to say about this.
So she's a girl, she's a streamer who has this desire of acknowledgement, of recognition.
Yeah, and I mean, the more fame you get, the more people notice you, and then you get some people that maybe give you some attention you don't want.
Oh yes.
It's an interesting thought. I don't know, I mean, to me that sounds like an uncomfortable thing, but I guess if you want to simulate it. Do you ever have any of this happen to you?
It's a few times.
A few times already. A few times this has happened to you? Terrible.
Not like this, man. You know, a troll comments to guys are a bit different.
Oh dear.
It's like one of those FU guys. You know.
Oh,
You suck.
Okay.
You're boring, dude.
You're boring, dude. That's pretty tame. I get some nasty ones sometimes.
Dios, esto es horrible.
Alright, so yeah, this guy out of Japan.
Yep. What?
Okay, so it starts off with only small comments, little people. And you help the girl.
You help her feel better about herself, but it gets harder and harder as she loses her mind slowly over time.
Yeah, so you give her advice.
Madre mía.
That guy, don't tell him your address.
Oh, yeah.
I told you, do not tell him your address. Why did you tell him your address?
Pues no se sabe. Madre mía.
There's a long version of this promotion video too.
Oh, there's a longer version of the video that's going to be available online.
Okay.
You can watch.
It says that they'll show the full version later on somewhere.
Oh, when? Oh, now would be a good time.
Yes.
Why not now?
While we still can take it.
Okay.
Venga. Needy Girl.
The West. It said it will be available in English and Chinese also. It said that right in there. Yep. So yes, English and Chinese release. Yes.
Oh, there's now something else. A video message from Naramura-san.
About this game?
No, different game.
Different thing. Okay. Oh, they've got subtitles.
I made this.
Thank you.
Madre mía.
毎回言ってないですよね。
テーマも SF ホラーというものに挑戦しております。で、ちょっとサ 変わったことがない新しいツールで作っているっていうのもありますし、あと僕が個人でゲームを作るのも15、6年ぶりなので、だいぶ苦戦しております。つまり今年中には無理です。出ません。来年出来上がった時にリリースしてくれるんじゃないかと思っておりますので、なんとか早いうちに出来上がるように頑張りますので、そんなものもあったかなという淡い期待ぐらいでお待ちしていただければと思います。
Why is this guy laughing so much? I wonder what happened over there.
Muy bien.
He says he didn't need to do that. Make that
Need
video.
that comment. Oh, because he said it's not done yet, and I will release it when it's available. I don't know when it's going to be, but not soon. Okay, but thank you for the comment.
Vamos a ver más juegos.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Craftopia. Uy, 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 uy. Bien, el Labyrinth City o el paso pedestrians. Vamos allá. ¡Hasta ahora! Pues vamos adelante. Todos estos juegos están hechos con el Maker MVS. Madre mía. Pixel Game Maker MV. Uy, 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 uy. Pick me up, Rescue Rangers. Linker. Esto es el Epic, los Epic que hemos visto antes. ¿Y esto qué es? Oh, Bright Memory. Yeah. No va a pegar ahorita la cantadora. Vale, vamos a ver más.
Wait up. Next.
All right, next corner. Oh, God, no, it's
Anyway,
the waves one.
Okay.
I wanted to gargle with some salt water before this. Oh, man, 40. You got 44. You got...
What, already?
Okay. Galaxy Storm. So this is another one of the airplane build up your weaponry to shoot stuff.
Buraigan Galaxy Storm.
3 different types of weapons, 2 different formations, and bombs available, or it will be available on Nintendo Switch. So reminiscent of 90s style arcade shooting games.
Okay, cool.
It's good.
All right.
Look at the left side. Oh man, I just noticed it. Tremendous.
Oh my word.
Did you see that?
Yes, I do. Two
All
of
right,
them.
go.
Okay, Cthulhu, the Call of the Sophia. Okay, so it's based on the, it's a retro style game, horror RPG based on Cthulhu. So you go through these like supernatural, you check them, and then you find it. Oh, they collaborated with Corpse Party. Okay, and you find the mysteries.
All right. Calorie Defenders. So it's a pixel art game. It's kind of like a Metroidvania type thing.
I'm reading the next one, sir.
That's tower defense. So it's tower defense and Metroidvania
Windows.
combination. Windows. Some about calories.
One stage is about 10 minutes. It's arcade-like. It's a vertical scroll action game. So you have long range, it's Kaguya, and then there's a close melee wolf. So you use those different characters. Osaki Pekomaru is a manga artist, and he made the characters.
Tiene buena pinta.
2020. Boom!
Why do you have so much extra time?
No! Look at
Metal
me there.
Mind. So you are an AI, artificial intelligence, that's trying to earn your own consciousness, right? And there's different armors. It's a rogue light game for Nintendo Switch and Steam.
Why do I spell it Switch? Oh, Eastward. This is okay. So there's it's a fun town and weird biology stuff, weird people, and you find these weird people too, and then you get this frying pan and Sam.
Se ve muy bien el Eastward. Se ve muy bien. Muy bien.
Going to the world. Oh, it's near crowd. Everything is destroying soon, being destroyed. Everything is beautiful and detailed. It's an adventure game on Nintendo Switch, Steam, Tap. I have no idea what that is, and not out yet. But I've been looking forward to this one for a long time. And it's next.
No Stranger.
Great Roads. So it's an action adventure game that's heavily focused on music and sounds. So you're a member of an indies rock band, and you use your music as a weapon to defeat huge bosses and change the world.
Yeah,
On PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, from Epic Games. Already available.
I have to play this.
Looks
This
good.
is so good.
Those
Fast.
Great Roads.
Okay, Elliot, or Elliot. Okay, Elliot is a 16-bit inspired, colorful 2D title. You run, jump, and you dash, and there's more than 60 levels. And you have to
Curiosete.
solve the mystery of the world by jumping through them. It's on Steam on 2020, July 20th. Wait, so it's a fast-paced... Oh no, it's one of those very difficult ones. You might... Oh, next time.
Side-scroller one. All right.
Exophobia.
An unknown planet. You crash into it. You gotta find out what's going on that planet. There's some aliens that are very unforgiving, apparently, and it's a retro shooting game that's supposed to be available in 2021. Unforgiving.
En Macintosh, ojo también.
Next, Chakao's Labyrinth, Chaka King's Labyrinth.
Nice.
So Tenyaku, he's this guy who studies old stuff. Tenyaku sisters, they disappear. They look for the kingdom Chaka, which has disappeared on the face of the earth through a labyrinth, a 2D action puzzle, and they're trying to make the English version 2020.
World's End Club.
Okay, World's End Club for Apple Arcade and Nintendo Switch. We got
Danganronpa series.
oh man.
Yes.
Oh man.
Made by the Danganronpa series, Kodaka Kazu.
NOL.
Huh?
I'm sorry, it's basically only names that are here.
Yeah.
Oh man. So, what's Kodakachi?
Yeah, Kodaka-san anyway.
Kodaka-san, he made this game, and it's a suspense puzzle action game. So,
Yes.
Suspense, puzzle, action game. Vaya. Dale caña. ¡Dale caña!
Yes.
3 adjectives.
Oh, wow. Danganronpa series, you know that. They know that.
Puzzle.
Okay, next, PPDD. You only use the stick, not the stick, the stick. The cross thingy. Not the buttons.
Joystick?
Joystick. It's good. Boom.
The stick.
Yeah.
The D-pad.
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 Okay, so you counter stuff, and then it's a new kind of action game. Okay, so what the enemies do, there'll be like kind of a little hint. So according to that, you press up, down, left, or right. If you get well, you can do anything.
Got it. Skisa's Arena. Okay, so you're a genius scientist, Shika professor, and you're his assistant. And oh man, that guy went way
Qué juego más raro.
budget, and he is at risk of losing his lab. So you gotta get that budget back and save your research facility from the pinch. And it's science action adventure game on Steam.
Okay, it looks
From
cool, looks
spring
funny.
of 2021. So don't go over budget, guys.
Yeah, what's the girl doing?
Bam.
Okay. Okay, next is Treasure Drifter Neon, or Nen. Okay, Neon. Okay. Treasure Drifter Neon is a Jochu Katono defense. It's a defense action. Always, it's like a steady, stale.
A ver este.
So it's exploratory, it's explorative,
Curiosete.
stay at places. And so you save your partner.
Oh man, what?
Olija.
Odia.
Yes,
Odia.
Olia, yeah.
Odia. So it's about sea exploration, looks like, and it's an action game. Faraday's the name of the main character.
Walk there.
You got to go back to your village that you came from. It's an action game. There's something about a legend.
Madre
that's
mía.
very difficult for your guy that you got to go over the difficulties. From summer of 2021.
Yeah, it's been in development for quite a long time. It looks good. Yes, it's a side-scrolling action platformer.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sí.
The sealed ample. Okay. Forget Me Not Organ. The creator of Forget Me Not Organ made this. The team made it. So it's a dungeon farming simulator. So you go into dungeons, you make it a
Dungeon Farming Simulator.
and then you go in again. So it's like dungeon plus farming and stuff. Okay. So and then there's a dead body in the dungeon, and you solve the mystery of that because you
Makes sense.
second-hand dungeon. Don't go cheap. Buy new.
Venga, va.
Oh man.
Oh, and the voice actor is going to be Ito Shizue-san.
Great.
I think. I played this a bit. It wasn't too bad at all. I like the graphics. It's like a silhouette stuff.
I feel like you get an unfair amount of time to do yours, and I rushed through mine.
I know.
I feel like they're giving you way more time.
Oh yes, they're talking about it.
Madre mía.
Good luck.
Trailmakers.
Trailmakers, this one looks fun. You put together all of your parts and you make like airplanes, boats, cars, and you can, make whatever you want. Up to 8 players.
Para Play 4.
To go on different adventures. Everybody works together, and you gotta escape from the planet. Escape from the planet on December 10th.
It's a mix stuff. So you can make stuff and it actually moves. Yeah.
I don't know if we're allowed to say Legos, but Legos.
Legos or Panekito or something.
Oh yeah.
Long time ago, PlayStation or PlayStation.
No, but it's interesting because if you can freely build stuff, you can make some interesting creations.
Oh, hanging monkey bars robot. Okay, so you move using the monkey bars. This robot cannot walk or cannot jump. If you let go, you have to start from a checkpoint. I guess you die. So you shake and you drop and you have to get to the.
A mí este tipo de juegos no me da.
I guess. There we go. Oh, it's very wonky. Okay.
It looks good.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Dungeon Nursery.
So there's a popular IP, Overload. So if anybody's familiar with that, it's based on that, and it's a scroll action. So there's Ainz and Arbido are the popular characters.
Tiene buena pinta. Parece un juego de la NES.
Some is the enemies. So lots of different gimmicks. You use the gimmicks, fight through different dungeons, and I wonder if you can get through it or not. Can you?
Challenging one.
Better try.
Fly, tank. So you use your mouse and the arrow keys only. It's a very easy, simple game. Oh, it's like a billiard or pool. Okay, so you hit enemies with your own.
Yeah.
And then you
like
ricochet.
tanks, right?
Yeah. So you ricochet your tanks. Okay, cool.
It's called Tank. Fly
Tank. Okay, so there's also co-op. So a huge update.
Está bien, tiene buena pinta.
Kurupong. All right, available on Apple Store and Google Play. They have a huge update sometime in 2020, but it's a puzzle game that's already been available for, I guess, 10 years. So a 10-year-old game, and you can just, calmly and puzzle flicking.
All right.
Could be fun.
Okay. What? High School Girls Simulator 2020.
That's not what I did in high school.
So high school girls gets these weapons like swords and axes, and then the controls and difficulty changes. So you get into the battlefield, which is the school grounds, and then you fight your enemies, which are the other students. It says you hunt your other enemies, you hunt other students. If the last person standing is the winner. So it's a battle royale in a school.
Madre mía.
It's back to the old school.
With an axe.
And sword and other stuff.
Se acabó.
That's 22 more.
Yep. So they're talking about which ones they like.
Yes.
Oh man. Next.
Sorry, I just...
Magic Potion.
Potion Millionaire. Okay, so it's a side view action game where the purpose is to make money. You gotta get stronger, do different dungeons to make more money. You go out, you make money, lots of money, and people that want to have competitive products with you, you need to give them tears in their eyes.
What? Kotodama Diary. Kotodamachi. So there's a Kotodamachi and there's a Kotodama, and you have to give them stuff to make it grow. Okay, so it's like Tamagotchi. Okay, so there's 50 ways of it growing, and Kotodama is more than 200. So you enjoy the communication with it, and then lightly decide its destiny in this game.
That sounds pretty good.
Está bien, es como un Tamagotchi.
Oh man, if it could talk, it looks cool. Cute.
Okay. Kana Quest. So I guess this is like a study game for learning Japanese hiragana.
Anda, la leche.
So it's a puzzle game that you do with different sounds to make the...
Para aprender hiragana.
to connect the sounds together to make the different letters of the alphabet. So if you want to learn Japanese, do this, Kana Quest.
Good.
Yeah, good study tool.
Okay, dual gear. I think this has been developed long. Okay, so it's the motif is Japanese, the mecha, the robots. It's a strategy game. So it has an action shooting part and a turn-based simulation. So two parts together. Okay, so it's a very nerve-wracking battle. You can experience that. It's on Steam, 2021. Boom, that'll show up. Thank you. Looks good. It's all in the picture.
Muy bien.
An unfair, disproportionate amount of time
I
to
don't know
the
what's
text that they
happening,
give
man.
you. It's ridiculous. Fell Seal, Arbiter's Mark. All right, so it's a turn-based tactical SRPG.
Yes.
Very focused on the story. I like these kind of games, but it has got a lot of influence from Japanese games. It's a classic system with its own item system. So it's
Tiene
an
buena
item
pinta.
system, so fresh elements to a classic style, available on October 29th for reservations.
The Block Slime Cave. There is a person who loves epic hero stories, and in front of him there is a block slime suddenly. Wow! They have to get back to the surface. Can they do it? The blocks, if you get on the block slime, you can...
Come on, Box Boy.
And you try and aim for the goal. It's an action game. Okay, so puzzle game, I think. Puzzle action. Oh.
Jump King.
Ooh!
All right, so,
Very famous.
man, oh, you know it.
Yeah, so it's... Yeah. Okay, you press the space button,
Yeah,
and then you
and you
charge
jump.
and jump. Yes.
Yeah, so he can jump a lot.
Yes.
So you just jump. You jump from spot to spot,
Yes.
and you try to get to the end. Jump
But
it.
if you miss...
Let's watch this guy here. I bet it's self-exposed.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That's what
fall!
happens. Yes.
No, jump.
That-
Whoa, oh,
Yes.
fall.
Very,
So
very punishing.
You can jump, but don't fall off because, oh, you fell too far.
Pero bueno.
It's in the platform.
Yes.
Oh,
My friend couldn't finish it in 24 hours, and some people finish it in 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yes, that's a world record now, I think.
Wow.
Okay, next. Tree Heaven. grow the seed, eat, become strong. You cultivate your own food. It's a new feeling, a rogue-like game.
And you get out of that dungeon.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's in a dungeon these days.
Okay, so you fight these insects in the dungeon and try to get to the surface. App Store gameplay, Google Play 2020, November 8th. I have a headache.
Murangi.
Generation. So it's a really bad future, and you got to take pictures of the really bad future. There's some important people, and they want to live safely, and so they have this underground city, and you really gotta be careful because there's lots of crazy stuff going on in there. So let's go see what's happening for those important people.
Yeah. So you just get asked to take pictures and take pictures, but the atmosphere is really good. Fortress Knight. What? So it uses 80s graphics. It's a defense game where you stack up blocks, and in this fortress there are many monsters coming in, so you stack blocks to make walls,
No me gustan estos juegos.
throw bombs, or maybe place bombs, I guess, and then get your fortress right.
Check this out, Case 00, the Cannibal Boy, which is supposedly based on a true story, it says. I wonder how much.
Partially.
Yeah, partially based on a true story. So it's based on psychology, and it's a 30-minute visual novel. So based on, what do you call that? Toshi Densetsu, what do you call that?
City myths or something.
No, it's not city myths. What is it? Toshi Densetsu, come on, help me out, anybody.
Rising Sun.
In the dungeon there are many things for the player to, advantage for the player and disadvantage for the player. There are many stuff that you can acquire, but if you die, you start from the beginning. Okay, so it's a roguelike. Okay, so use your skills to defeat enemies.
Tiene buenos gráficos, me gusta.
Capture them, support them. Skills, you can use them again after cooldown. So use your skills and go through this cool-looking game.
Yeah, it's an interesting style.
Oh, okay, wow, the monsters are big.
Big guy.
Urban Legends.
Figment.
Figment, Creed, Value. Yeah, Urban Legends, God, going back. Okay, so it's the human's heart is the stage for this action-adventure game, and you gotta be the heart
Tiene buena pinta, sí.
and open up your own path to blast through the fear. Available first quarter next year on Switch, Apple Store, Google Play, Steam, and Windows.
Very beautiful. It says action, but also point and click. Very beautiful. Toho Doll Draft. Okay. So Toho projects, they become dolls. The characters become dolls. And you, British pronunciation. And then you capture each dolls for the team. Okay. So if you get the same species. You can acquire the same species dolls.
Species?
Yes, the same species.
Back then.
Looks cool. Looks lovely.
Alzheimer's. So this older poet, the older poet has Alzheimer's, and his memories and his identities are lost, and you have to get them back. So you can learn about Alzheimer's and have better understanding about it from summer of 2021, PlayStation 4, Steam, Windows, Mac, and Linux.
Wow.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
These ones, very emotional maybe.
Probably like what it's like
to actually have Alzheimer's.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks quite good.
Yeah.
And I've never had that perspective. So.
Hazuki dies. She has no name. Okay, but she not Hazuki. Okay, Hazuki. You have to make Hazuki a strong girl. So you have to fight these crazy criminals and these weird monsters, and it's an RPG. Let her live so that she can become the doctor that she's a dream of. Oh, what the
Spice of Life.
Look at this. So there is a artificially created island from 2050, and there's a visual novel all about it. There's a rhythm game and cooking skills. elements, and you gotta do something about the family. Windows.
Geno kids, you become a band member, and you have to you have to fight the aliens because they were in the way of your live performance. Okay, so it's a fast-paced co-op hack and slash game. Up to four people. That was nice and short. Thank you. Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh, nice anime cell shade, kinda. Okay.
Yeah, like
Steam.
The heroic legend of Igarlnia.
Okay.
So it's pixel art style, like classic Japan style of pictures about the like old
Qué curioso.
type stuff looks like. So big strategy game on Steam. Early access in the past.
もう一回探してはめて find and put it on. Okay, so so
Este posiblemente se quede en Japón.
Put the pictures together.
Yeah, it's a concentration game, kind of. Okay, so it's a game like that. So you have a sketch on the desk, and you look for the items, and then you put that item like a puzzle, like a jigsaw. Okay, it's all cute and nice, kind story.
Dungeon Cruise.
So you got to become this wizard, and you got this wizard castle, and there's you build a dungeon there, and then there's this hero that is captured, and you gotta they're trying to come into your dungeon, and you gotta keep them from getting into your dungeon.
Monochrome. Okay, so it's a speedy side-scrolling action game. Okay, you have to aim for the end of the world. Okay, so you use this air dash, and you have to
curioso.
enemies attacks, and then the balloons bring you these weapons, and you pick them up and use them. The stages are procedure generated.
Different every time.
Yeah, so every time you have a new gameplay.
Se acabó por ahora.
Already on Steam 2020 till September 16th.
Hey, it's way over time.
What the frick?
It ended a long time ago.
Dudes, come on, give us a... That was in wave 2.
That was wave 2. We still got 2 more to come. And
Technically 4 more.
yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm
Next
seeing.
commercial.
インディーライブエキスポ2をご覧の皆さん楽しんでますか？葉月翼です。 DL サイトではただいまお得なタイムセールを実施中です。
Otra vez. Ah, no, es otra.
DL サイトで検索してここをクリック。 DL サイトでゲームを探しながらインディーライブエキスポ2をお楽しみください。 DL サイト
Oh, ¿qué es esto? Gran Blue Fantasy versus. Yeah.
一緒に頂点目指して戦おうよ。
俺たちのシャドバはここから始まる。シャドバーズチャンピオンズバトル。得点はこれだ。
Madre mía. Pues Godfall. Yo diría que sí. Godfall. Otra vez. Brigandine.
我らが大地ルーナジア、その度は大陸制覇に向かう6つの道がある。統一を果たした時、そなたは死んだ。すべての、そしてあらゆる物語を。
Fall Guys. Bugsnax. Tenten. Devil Inside. Little Devil Inside. Este me gusta mucho, tiene buena pinta. Kena. Man Eater. Joder, no quiero esperar muy a ello. Dame más. Craft beer.
Wow, is that a new boss or something? Whoa!
Craftopia.
This looks amazing. Is this an update or something?
I guess so. Yeah, because I haven't seen this. This is new. Yeah, new characters. Whoa, is that a new super move? Hey.
Craftopia.
Hey. What's that from the artist thingy? Wow, that's huge. There's hot air balloons there too.
All right. I think we're gonna. Okay. Yeah, I see. I see the new information here.
Okay. Ooh.
I think they're gonna. Boss update is coming soon. Stay tuned for other regular updates. So I guess the Japanese guys are all talking about those cows too. Okay, but new information. We got 3 new bosses.
3 new bosses, that's a lot.
And you can have 2 weapons at once.
Oh, dual wielding.
Vale, Craftopia y el siguiente, ¿cuál es?
English name, the Tokoyo, the Tower of Perpetuity.
Tower of
Ooh.
Perpetuity. Yeah. So just based on the title,
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's a tower,
Yes.
and it goes on forever.
Kinda.
The Power
I
of...
like these kind of games. You said that you're not very good at them,
No.
but this is what I can get into. I can just totally zone out and like all of a sudden.
That is true, that is true. Yeah, I'm not good at them, but I like them. That's sad as well. I always scream.
Oh no, her head popped off.
Oh, yes. You don't?
I don't. Sorry.
Against different characters. Oh yeah, it says here when you die, your gravestone becomes like a help for the
Oh
next
no,
player.
skeleton! For next time.
Yes, it-
Well, that's interesting. So you can make it to where you died the previous time,
Yeah.
then you can pick up the health.
Oh, someone else's grave. Yeah. It's not like multi, but other players' grave, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Soul or something.
Interesting.
Oh, cute,
This
yeah.
looks like Mega Man boss.
Sí.
But everything
Oh, don't drop down there. You should have jumped. Who is playing this? Why would you do
And
that?
everyone's going, whoa! Okay. Steam Early Access starting. What? Early Access?
Early access already starting on Steam.
Wait, so,
Tokoyo, the Tower of Perpetuity.
wait, playable?
Early access means
Yeah.
playable, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, early
Wow. Okay.
But those, I guess you needed one of those QR codes that was already gone now.
Oh, Google it.
8ビットのチップチューン感がすごいね出てましたが、で可愛いなって
Yeah, the music.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So they think it's
芸なんですね。
they think it's cute, but it's hard.
Yes.
¿Y el siguiente es?
Okay.
Nice twist.
Nice twist.
Es tío Sorrow Son of Bounty Hunter.
Like reverse Star Wars.
Yeah. Reverse Gladius or something.
Yeah. Okay.
I have this Transformers vibe from the NES.
これ確かに一番初めに主人公やっぱり自分はね飛行機だと思ってた
So I think
ですよね。
yeah, everybody thought you were the airplane, right? You were wrong.
No, no.
Should have
No, no.
should have waited to
Oh.
guess.
That's all your money gone.
That's all your money gone.
固定画面のコーナー
Oh, okay, so it's a fixed screen.
デザインが無限回廊のほど塚家臣さんが
Oh man.
Ah, okay. Oh, so in Mugen Kairo, I wonder what the English name is. Developer of Mugen Kairo, Infinite Corridor made this game.
Okay.
Page 38 now.
So younger than you.
I haven't announced my age yet. I call myself 17 all the time. I haven't used it in a bad
Qué
way.
curioso.
Nothing?
Nothing. Okay, please enjoy it. Yeah.
説明をもうちょっとすると、水平と45度に
Oh.
ノーマルだ。
You can only shoot vertically or 45 degrees.
No, horizontally.
Horizontally, sorry, horizontally.
Vertically is this. Horizontally are 45 degrees. So that changes.
Está muy mal, ¿eh?
Oh, so this is an announcement.
Yeah. So released today, and it'll be on Steam, and then in 2021 on the Switch.
Qué curioso.
Looks like a chemistry beaker.
Nice. Well, Picontia.
Oh, Piconteo. Y Piconteo. Yo creo que he jugado esto.
All right, let's watch. Oh, nice. It's like Earthbound's mother kind of a setup here. Oh. I'm guessing you're the cube and not the guy.
No.
Yeah, you're right, that's cute.
Piconteo está bien, es un juego interesante, es curioso.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it looks good. Very reminiscent of Super Nintendo RPG. That tank has got to be straight out of Mother.
I think it's a Japanese developer, so very inspired, I think.
And that dinosaur skull, too.
Oh.
Monster Whisker. Monster Shell.
Okay, so you collect a lot of stuff, okay.
Got it.
Because it's, okay.
Denosa. I do not. Oh, what does he not? What does he not?
We want to know. Log, okay. Bit of Stardew Valley.
Nice, yeah, so you got a whole bunch of items and build up stuff. Coral in the pots in the house? Who's hiding coral in their pots? Come on.
Friends on this love gauge, okay.
Nice. Ooh,
Piconteo.
Oh no, Mr. Saturn came out. There's a drone.
Oh, drone, we're gonna be attacked.
That's a Starman.
Oh.
Es verdad.
So I guess you live here and then you build stuff, collect stuff.
This looks awesome. So it's like a combination SimCity and...
Muy buenas, volvemos aquí otra vez más con Piconteo. Piconteo.
I can't remember.
Farmville?
Yeah, Farmville, Stardew Valley and
Stardew Valley? Wow.
That's a long... Okay,
¿Me notáis algo distinto?
MA62 is what he thinks this is similar to. So I guess YY is gonna...
Could be a good
let's be a one for him to stream.
Yeah.
Vamos a ver por dónde íbamos y seguimos con Piconteo. Piconteo.
Yeah, so this is like real, the time goes so you can do a lot of stuff.
Lots of stuff to do. Makes sense? Yeah, all the menus, there's like so much different stuff. Catch up to that cat.
Follow the cat.
Vale, y ahora juegos en oferta comerciales. Madre mía, vaya juego. Madre mía. The Heroic Legend of Garlierana. Vale. Otra vez el juego este de puceles. Vale. Y el juego este también. De la brujilla. Que tiene buena pinta, no sé. Y el Piconteo. El juego este que es el que está disparando. Y este juego para Switch. Y el Dragon Peak, que me gusta. Pixel Game Maker Envy. Y el juego este raro. ¡Hala! Me he hecho las uñas y me he puesto peluca. Cuéntela. Internet Video Game. ¿Saldrá de Japón? Veremos. ¿Saldrá en consolas? Esa es otra. Veremos. Félix, con doble F. Paul Milestone 2, Sideball. My Memory of Art. Luna Night. Lotus Landing, R. Go Skater. Show. Holland. King Wonder Army. Soul. Y muchos más. No te ven, no te, tú no me ves. Uy, madre mía. ¡Hala! Ah, bueno, pues ya está curioso. Vale. Fall Guys. Oh, ya. Ay, crap. El juego del cangrejo. Olija. Sense Club. ¿Esto qué es? Hacker. Utopia. Hemos prototipo. Deus, digamos. ¿Qué más? El Crastopia este. Tampoco tiene buena pinta. ¿Cómo no? Bienvenidos al maravilloso mundo de las espadas infinitas. Con la mía. Los épicos. En fin, para los años también consolas. Gunslinger. Wander Down. Wander Down. Accident House. Madre mía, qué miedo. Map Crafter Gathering Magic Words. Esto y lo pongo. ¡Ah, lo pongo! ¡No, lo saco! State Hands. Oh, State Hands. Creo que este le vi. Que era para la Switch. Sí. Project One Bullet. Y ahora vamos a pasar al amigo Zoom, porque le ha dado un mayor.
And there's some chimera.
Espera. Dimension Rain. Muy bien. Bueno, vamos a ir con más juegos. Descubriendo indies aquí en Library Game, donde el juego es conocimiento. The game is knowledge. Este juego me gusta mucho. Me gusta. ¡Vaya! RPG. Scorpion. Y la araña trepadora. La araña trepanosauria. Muy bien. Bueno, pues... ¿qué hacemos? ¿Qué queréis? ¿Qué hago? ¿Qué hago?
We're back!
We're back!
Yeah.
Waves 3!
Oh yeah, let's go!
Good luck!
Yeah!
Who's ready?
Venga, vamos
Alright.
para allá.
We're gonna go faster than last time, apparently.
Probably. Okay, you go first.
Alright.
Empezamos
Mirrored
con
bullets.
Mirrored Bullet.
So, something about the moon and the
Moon fell into the
fell
star.
into the other star, and there's some humans, and there's some chimeras.
Chimera.
Yeah, chimeras, like the mixed animal type magic things.
What?
Yeah, a new block breaking game.
Okay. Next is Greed. So Team Troy made this action game inside the
buena
dungeon.
pinta.
It's a roguelike, so the dungeon changes all the time. You level up, more
los
skills,
roguelike.
you eat food, and then up your status, get good items. PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch 2020, September. It's already out. Okay, it's a roguelike dungeon. Cute.
Speed Limit.
Speed
that
limits.
looks good.
So lots of genre, retro actions, all kind of put together. You got the side-scrolling shooting game, and you hold the gun and you run. Go on the motorcycles on the roads. It gets more and more difficult. And from 2021, PlayStation 4, Switch, Xbox One, Steam, and Windows.
A game from Croatia. Wow,
Croatia. Nice.
nice. This looks nice, neat. Okay, reverse defenders. Okay, what? So there's meditation mode and attack mode, two modes, and then you change between them. If you're too greedy, you die. Okay, so that's the thrill there, and you can also feel good for being greedy. And it's a tower defense game. You can think of new strategies every time you play it. Play it one more time, one more time, one more turn, one more turn, one more turn. Yeah. Out on Steam 2021. Reverse defenders. They're gonna try it.
See, I feel like you get too much time.
I
and
do.
I don't get enough time.
I know. It's
Every time.
weird.
Vale.
They're talking for a long time.
Absent 8.
Okay, absentage age square bound. So every time you go into the world, the terrain changes, and you got some strange memories, and it's a rogue-like game. Rogue-like game. So it's kind of like a rogue-like game, and it's got some elements, not battle style, but it's like ARPG, SRPG. You can switch back and forth between those. Very fast-paced dungeon strategy game on Steam and DL sites. Already available.
Cool. Next is inked. Okay, so comic artist Adam, the comic artist, made this Ronin character, a Ronin.
This is beautiful.
Yep. So a hero, unnamed hero, and you control him, and it's a puzzle game. So you're looking for Aiko, your lost lover, your lost girlfriend. It's a simple but through the this beautiful like lines and stuff. Okay, these
Beautiful
puzzles.
lines and stuff.
Yes, and you go through Adam's World, App Store, Google Play, Steam, 2021, February 1st.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey.
Sunset Hills.
Sunset Hills. So the beginning of the 19th century, you go back to a historical world with specific illustrated style. It's an adventure and puzzle game. You can meet lots of different people. You come across lots of different problems. You got to find lots of different ways to solve them on App Store, Google Play, Steam, and Epic Games. Eventually.
Yeah, looks lovely actually.
It's not decided. Yeah. Looks, I like that dog there.
Yeah.
He seems busy. I wonder what's in his bag.
Okay, the Owl and Lighthouse. Okay, so there's an old man living in the woods, and there's also an owl. So they listen to people who got lost in the woods, and then they not hospitalize them. They
don't hospitalize them.
They take care of them.
They give them hospitality.
They give them hospitality. It's a dark atmosphere.
They hospitalize them.
An action-adventure game.
That's hilarious. All right, Before Fate. So there's one main quest, but lots of different sub-quests, and you build out the story. It's a survival adventure game. It's got lots of survival game basic elements, but also got a lot of different unique design elements. On Windows.
Chinese game.
From 2021.
Wow. Wow, Chinese games are really coming up now.
Yeah.
Looks nice. There's a video there. Yes,
there's a whole lot of text there.
Oh man.
Chinese, I think. Yeah.
Oh. Ender Lilies. Quietus of the Nights. Okay, so there's Death Reign, and there's a kingdom that got destroyed, and you have to solve the mystery of that. The dark fantasy 2D action RPG. Maybe side-scrolling. The place is a country at the kingdom at the far end. There's a big castle, and there's the flooded woods, beautiful woods, and there's also underground stuff, which is really toxic.
Yep.
Yes. Where was I? Oh, it's very sad but beautiful world. Get over those hurdles and win the nights. Get to the point and not get to the mystery.
Yeah.
Steam on console coming this winter. I don't know if it's this winter or 2021 winter. I don't know. It says this winter.
It says it's for Steam and also for family game machines.
Yes, consoles. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, consoles.
Yes.
There you go. Grand Cross Renovation. So you use your Sun Sword to destroy all of the enemies in this side-scrolling strategy game. So it's got some good game balance that can change dramatically, and so you use different items and try to finish it on Steam sometimes at the end of this year.
Oh, good luck. Next, World 4 2. This is a fun game. Okay, so there's a sudden disaster in the world, and every living creature is dying. And there's beautiful pixel art and atmosphere. It is drawn this beautiful world, but sad. It's an adventure game. It used to be a mobile game, an app game, but in September it's coming on to Switch with all sorts of added stuff. It is now on sale, and you collect DNAs from creatures and you make new stuff, and it's very good. Oh, sorry, Hilton.
Interesting. Undying. So there's lots of zombies everywhere, and your mom, the mom is about to die, but before she goes, she has to teach her young son, Cody, lots of different skills. And so can you make Cody become a good individual? I hope so. From 2021, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, App Store, Google Play, and Steam. That's on like lots of stuff. But zombies are coming, and you have a limited amount of time to teach Cody all the skills he needs to be a good boy.
So sad. You know that mom's gonna die, right?
Spoiler!
What it says here?
But before she dies, teach your son.
Oh my word! The space lines from the far out.
Madre mía.
Okay, your job is to carry the passengers, move the passengers safely and happily, and if possible, with the least throw-ups you can give them. Okay, so you have to carry them.
Minimum moves, I guess.
Yeah, so with minimum moves or with minimum shakies, because everyone's going to throw up.
Don't.
Tell the game that. Okay, 2021, coming on everything.
Nice. X4 Cradle of
Expo
Humanity.
series.
So take a spaceship across the Milky Way,
Wow.
and you have economic adventures.
Yeah, it's a big genre.
So lots of economic adventures like X4 Foundations, and it's the expansion of that. So popular on Nico Nico Doga, if you're familiar with that. Lots of Japanese people are very interested in that. It's a space game with simulation, and so they want to increase the interest among other players.
Yes.
Windows Linux 2020.
Element Space.
Well, Elemental Space looks really good. It's 200 years from now. It's in the future. The turn-based RPG. With your choice, save us from extinction. That's it.
That's it. PlayStation 4,
Thank you.
not available,
For
not decided to be when it's going to be available.
Yeah, look, it looks good. Look at that. Looks very...
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That was a boat. Okay, this is underground.
Okay.
Ruin of the Reckless.
Ruin of the Reckless. So it's a competitive role-playing game that it gets more and more difficult over time, so it's easy to get into, and it basically gets quicker and quicker, and you fight your friends. PlayStation 4, Switch, Steam, DMM games. Undecided.
Super Buckyball Tournament. What? Okay, so Super Buckyball Tournament is an exciting... It's a 3-on-3 online multiplayer game with exciting skills. So these characters have special skills, and the map is random and fast-paced 3-on-3.
Nice.
Wow, looks like...
Okay.
Is that...
Streets of Rage?
Es Streets of Rage con Rock League o algo así.
Yeah, this looks quite...
Yeah, there's a game like this.
Soccer?
Rocket League. There's a game called Rocket League. Okay, but
It's
with
like
people.
future soccer.
Yeah.
Good.
This is gonna be esportsable. Cool. All right. Hey.
Fight Crab. I remember this came out last time. I think it may have been on the commercials. But you got these crabs, and you want to flip over your opponent crab. And it's just an action game where you try to flip the other crab over. So you can pinch him, obviously, but you can also use swords and guns and chains and jet engines, lots of different weapons, and just cut your guy in half like scissors, and lots of techniques that you decide the battle on Switch, Steam, and Windows. Already available.
Yeah.
Look at those.
I know.
Lightsabers, all in.
This also became very popular.
Yeah, looks fun. Oh, the fans!
I know, this weird
I would never
weapons.
pick the fans. You'd cut right through those. Bad choice, Crabs.
They also have rockets and guns.
Oh, man, definitely choose that stuff. Definitely go for those.
Lightsabers too.
Fans, come on.
You can also use
Those
deers.
like butter.
Deers as a weapon too.
Deer is a weapon?
No, deer is a character though. Underground deer. Underwater deer, sorry.
Are you saying beer or deer?
Deer.
Un poco de todo.
Venison deer.
Venison. Neat. Wow.
Wow.
There's some serious focus on this game.
I'm gonna read the next one for now. Okay, next is Gimmick Heart. Okay, Gimmick Heart, you use a lot of gimmicks. It's a 2D action game. Okay, to get the gimmick, you don't have to collect anything, any items, but you can copy and paste, and you can copy and paste the gimmicks to, I guess, solve the puzzles or action. It's on DL site 2020. It's going to be out in December this year. Little breaky.
10-second break.
What do I like?
So he had the crab
Yeah,
fighting game.
Me too. I have it.
Oh,
It's fun.
very good.
That's not about good or bad in that game.
It is about good or bad.
You're so competitive.
I want to play the Super Buckyball tournament.
Yeah, that looks fun, man. That's going to be really fast-paced now.
Also the element space. I like the turn RPGs.
Which, element space. I really like the view, the graphics, really nice. Undying.
Oh, all right. Well, done with that break.
Okay,
Venga,
you're
volvemos.
good.
Okay. Children of Belgrade Metro.
Okay.
So Belgrade Metro children. So this one. So it's
Serbia.
Serbian capital is the stage, and the young people are going through the development time, and it's a visual.
I know. Look at this.
Visual novel. So it's like PC 98, very focused on the visuals.
Yeah.
So it's about growing up in Serbia.
Yeah. Wow, there's more 280,000 words.
Wow, no, 280,000 characters.
Oh.
Which in Serbian that might be like 2 words.
But it's in Japanese.
Oh, okay, in Japanese. So that's probably a lot of words then.
Yeah.
But it says it estimates about 10 hours or longer to play.
Wow. So a normal game, 10 hours is pretty
It's
long.
like a 10-hour read.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, so it's like a full-on
Dark
novel.
Yeah. Okay.
Crime and
Dark
punishment.
Lord Peacemaker. Okay. So Mao, you become the Devil King, and Mao, hey, what's going on? What? Okay, this is mechanically translated. Okay, it's a TRPG like Dark Fantasy RPG. Okay, so the species, your gender, name, job, occupation, skills, you can
Customize everything.
Yes, okay, and then there's unique protagonist, and save the world.
Save the world.
Mention
Okay.
Rain.
Dimension Rain. There's 2 main characters. They each have different skills that you can build up and pair them with the skills. It's a roguelike RPG game. So the combinations of your skills and attacks are the most important. Break chain. You use the break chain to put pressure on the enemies and defeat them with ease. With ease.
With ease.
Yep.
Yes. Pretty neat. I played it a bit. Yeah, so you have this deck and there's this weapons.
So it's like card-based.
Slightly card-based, yes, but it depends on how you play the cards, yeah. Which is a card game, I guess.
I do like the card-based.
I also recommend Slay the Spire, but this one also, Dimension Rain, is very cool style.
Is it cool?
Oh yes, it is. The sound effects and music and everything looks...
Break chain.
Yes. Next, Project...
Cleo
No, sorry.
Neko.
Cleo Neko. No, cats! Okay, Cleo Neko is a casual side-scrolling 2D shooting game. People who aren't good at shooters can also play, so they're trying to make a kind shooter. Okay, so there's very cute, strange creature, Cleo Neko, probably Cleone and cat. You control it, and then you collect items in this colorful world and shoot these weird characters.
It looks like dolphins. Okay.
Yeah.
Project Haven. You got the Steel Dragons weapons squad, and you gotta defend the last city, Haven City. It's a dystopian game about the last city. You can play with up to 4 players cooperatively, or single player on Steam.
Bueno,
Save that last city.
Oh,
Save it.
nice. Save it, boys.
Subnautica Below Zero.
Subnautica Below Zero. Okay. So, you in this planet full of water. It's a water planet, but now it's freezing. And you have to go in water. You make craft items, collect stuff, and then study aliens, and then try to live through this disaster. This Subnautica is a long-time game. The Subnautica's kind of 2, the second one. The first one is also really good. I definitely recommend it. It's a first-person, not a shooter, but you go around. It's really scary.
Look at those penguins. Oh!
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 Oh yeah. You feel the fear of the sea in this game.
This looks impressive. Look at that thing. I wouldn't want to wake up with one of those in my bed.
Midnight
Fight Express. It's a fast-paced fighting game. You can customize your skills It's really hard, and you gotta get over those difficult battles. Use your fist, leg, knife, pipe, pistol, machine gun, etc. to beat the enemies. And then you share all of the enemies with other guys. So share them.
Go through them, shred through them.
Okay,
Project Wingman.
shred through them.
Yeah, thank you. Project Wingman. Project Wingman is a sophisticated game with a sophisticated gameplay and a very appealing flight experience. It's a flight simulating action game. Yes, okay. So it's like a simulator. Oh, so people who don't want like real simulation kind of controls to a fast-paced, challenging flight action game, everyone can enjoy this. So it's everyone.
Dogfights for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
Yes.
Easy Ace Combat, I guess. Oh, it's a 2021 Steam Humble Store. No, Humble Bundle Store. Okay.
Humble Bundle.
Hey.
Pumpkin Jack. You
Pumpkin
got the
Jack.
legendary Pumpkin Road guy called Jack. You control him and play. He's got some weird thrills, and it's a 3D platformer game. Colorful, cartoon-like world, big adventure. Beat the evil with good. Pumpkin Jack.
Yeah, PlayStation 4, Nintendo, Steam, Switch, Steam,
E&M Games.
Yeah.
Looks like the Japanese version is all going to be available soon, and other stuff in the future.
Song of Iron. Song of Iron is a Northern Europe, dark Northern Europe world. It's moody as in very like the aesthetic is very dark, and challenging action adventure game. So you try to get to the place where the gods live. You fight against humans, nature, and monsters.
Oh my.
Ooh.
From 2021 on Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Steam.
Looks beautiful, thank you. 2021, Xbox Series X.
Nice.
Oh, cute.
Super Meat Boy.
All right, on Nintendo Switch from January of 2021, Super Met Boy. So the main character, Met Boy, is who you control, and you use a boomerang to defeat your games, to defeat the enemies casually. You can play up to 4 players cooperatively or do battles against each other. Everybody has unique characteristics. So let's Met Boy.
Met Boy. Okay, Guild of Ascension. Guild of Ascension is a turn style strategy and real-time gameplay all mixed together. Okay, so plan your actions, movements, use your strategy and get those combos and fight for your life. Next, sorry.
Okay.
Aldeus Beyond Chronos.
All for virtual reality stuff, Oculus, Quest, Rift, and other stuff, but Alt Deus Beyond Chronos. So, looks like it might be a sequel, but there's lots of different choices that you can take that will impact the future. In the year 2280, the last augmented Tokyo city, that's the last city, lots of characters with unique characteristics, and there's the Meteora enemies that are trying to take over and kill all of humanity. You gotta save it against that.
Dude, this is so hard. This is so hard.
There's a lot of complicated words in that description.
Oh man. Okay, a VR game made in Japan. Okay, looks beautiful. I think it's fully voiced too.
Nice, and available in Japan on December 4th.
Oh wow, soon.
So less than a month away.
Okay.
So get the last city augmented Tokyo.
If you have
Save it from the Meteoras.
Oh yeah, if you have those VRs. Oh, okay, Giga Bash. Up to 4 player, destroy everything and create that catastrophe. No, not catastrophe. Create that confusion.
Gigabash.
Chaos, that's it. Okay, there's only one person who can be the king. So become a huge monster or hero. And try to unravel the mystery So go through cities that you've seen before in exotic countries. Just destroy everything. There's no way.
Destroy everything.
Yeah, nowhere safe in this world.
No, you gotta destroy everything.
Yes.
You're making it not safe. You're destroying everything. That's
Yes,
why.
that's it.
Quit destroying everything. It'll be safe.
I wanna break everything, Mom.
No.
Sorry, Pa.
Mom? Did you call me
RPG
Mom?
time.
RPG time. The Legend of Right. So for game creators, it's all hand-drawn. The stage is an elementary school classroom, and it's for people that wanted to make games, I guess. So you have to be able to clear it before going home from school. So we introduced this last time, and it's also going to be available on Xbox Series X and S sometime in 2020, so in a month or two. Xbox One, Xbox Series X, App Store, Google Store, and Windows.
Many people have been looking forward to it.
Man, yeah, but this looks beautiful. Hand-drawn
Man,
stuff.
look at that. It's lovely, isn't it?
It is.
It's like,
Look at this.
yeah.
Oh, they drew the treasure chest. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, Mr. Right.
Something stuck. You become the child.
Está muy bien hecho.
This looks amazing.
I know, and everything is like...
Oh,
based
flip
on
him
skill.
around. Mr. Right.
Did I just spell S-H-I-T? I think it did.
Maybe.
Okay, next. Grim Valor. It's a dark fantasy world, fast-paced battle. It's a challenging hack and slash game made in Finland. The developers are from Finland. It's on App Store, Google Play. Wow, an app game. Okay, 2021, July 1st, and that's all they have. That was short. But it looks cool.
Yeah, look at those combos.
One of those.
This looks amazing on smartphone, huh?
Oh, man, the smartphones these days.
Beautiful. Next,
Ares
Ares Forest.
Okay.
So it's a tower defense game that you spin. So 360-degree, beautiful environment with unique lantern and power-up system. So you use your lantern and the power-up system, and it will definitely remain in your memory for smartphone, App Store, and Google Play.
This is out now.
Out now.
Okay.
Ares Forest. So rotation tower defense.
All right, metamorphosis. Okay, metamorphosis. Okay, one morning you wake up. Oh no, you're a small bug. And then your friend Joseph, don't know why, but he's been arrested. To save Joseph.
Oh my God, what a bad day.
To unravel the mystery, like the appearance you have now as a bug, you go into places that you've never seen before. It's a tourism world in an FPS, in a first-person view, and it's an adventure game.
Oh man,
That's packed. PlayStation 4, Nintendo.
gotta go save Joseph because he's been arrested, but you're a bug.
I know.
Good luck.
Save him.
Oh man, that's a Pixar movie waiting to happen.
It says 2020, so probably coming soon.
Coming soon.
It's also on Steam, Windows, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. Ah,
I can't even begin to imagine.
I know.
It looks cool.
Wow! I'm gonna love this. These are the games that I really like.
Yeah.
Nice.
Huh.
Okay.
Chemically bonded. There's two girls, and it's an interactive romantic visual novel where the two girls make a new kind of relationship.
No,
if you know what I mean.
Steam. You make a relationship with them, the two girls.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 二人の女の子との. Yeah.
So I make a new relationship
Yes.
with two girls.
Yes.
It's an
A
interactive.
relationship can mean anything, guys.
It's an interactive
It can be
romantic
anything.
visual novel.
Yes. And that's it for wave 3.
I'm not sure. Yeah. Joseph.
Hydrate, man. Joseph, man. Why is he... That was in wave 3.
Indie Waves 3. So we still have another Indie Waves coming up.
Yep.
Look forward to that.
Commercial! Come on. No.
Godfall. Vamos ya, Godfall.
PlayStation.
Vamos ya. Bueno, vamos a ver qué son estas informaciones.
RPG ですね。いやカードバトル RPG いやカードバトルと
¿Pero por
RPG が
qué?
一つになってもいい。
カードバトル
Se ha liado, ¿eh?
シャドーバースチャンピオンズバトル
Shadowverse.
得点も
Bra.
300円です。カードでバトルシャドーバース。いやいきなりカードバトルを始めてもいい。
カードバトルが任天堂スイッチで進化したシャドーバースチャンピオンズバトル
悪くないだろう。
得点も
インディーライブエキスポ2をご覧くだ
Otra
さい。
vez.
魅力的
Vamos ya. Cuidado. Conectamos de nuevo con la emisión. Dale. ¿Qué pasa contigo? Me ha gustado mucho el RPG Time de Legend of Bright. No sale para Switch.
And we're back.
We're back. Indie Live premiere. Nice. Let's premiere it up.
Premiere. World premiere.
New information. Focus on it.
ゴーストランナーです。
Ooh, I love this one.
Ghost Runner.
Really stylish. Gory too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
it's kind of Ninja Gaiden style.
Yeah, yes. The wall running on everything.
全部だね。
Yes, and then you cut everything up.
Yeah, cut everybody
Yeah,
up.
yeah. It's more of a time trial thing, so you do it over and over again so that you get the best time. Try and make it stylish as possible.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like January of 2021.
It's already out on Steam.
It says it's going to be on Switch.
Oh,
That'll be impressive. That's, yeah. Will this run on Switch? That's
wow,
amazing.
okay.
じゃあ全然超大メーカーじゃない。そうなんだ。
Really? So from January 28th, it'll be on PS4 and Switch.
Huh. I wonder if this is a Japanese version. Maybe. Yeah, it's a cyberpunk parkour action. Parkour!
Parkour!
Oh, yes.
That's where you run on the buildings, right?
Yeah.
I know how to parkour.
You know how to parkour, can you?
Parkour.
Yeah.
But I know how.
Yeah, very acrobatic. This
No,
is
pues
it.
tiene buena pinta.
スタイリッシュアクションで最強の
Yeah, so everything is one hit.
Yeah. Nice.
And there's all these mechanics and gimmicks that you can use.
Maybe like Prince of Persia type stuff?
Yeah, but really fast pace.
28日に PS4 版そして
All right, so January 28th.
ことです。
All right. Okay.
すごくないですか？クオリティ
Can this run on Switch though?
Looks
Will it
good.
run? Yeah, I wonder. Okay, next one is
フェノトピアです。
Phenotopia.
Phenotopia or Phenotopia? Okay.
Phenotopia. Let's check it out. Oh,
¿Eh?
that was a beetle on a spider web. A pig! Oh!
Oye, no.
Hey, this is like worms. Nice. Oh, she's just batting everything.
Pero bueno. O sea, pero bueno.
This looks fun.
Yeah. I love the sound effects. Really
Yeah.
satisfying.
Oh no, big guy. Oh. Oh.
Buah, mira.
Oh, spiky. Nice.
Oh, okay, there's action. Okay, guns. Ooh, ow. Good stuff.
Oh.
Big mid. I guess what mid boss or something. Eee.
No para mí, pero el juego está gracioso, sí.
Kid Chameleon. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's all right. I've only heard of it a few times. That's about it.
I don't know. I used to play games like this a lot when I was a kid.
I wonder, so this is action, but there was also money, so I guess it's upgrades and stuff. Wow, she's been thrown around.
Oh, the pigs! Oh, the mom pig was mad because you kicked the baby pig. I bet that's why. Oh, Metroid stuff.
Oh!
Oh no!
retry.
I was done in.
Oh no.
Oh, don't give up. Retry.
I wonder if it's like roguelite, maybe.
Está bien, está bonito.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
So what information do we got about this?
Alright. Flywork, from Flyworks again.
バトル系じゃんかって言ってますけど
So it's serious battle type game. But the sound
Voz
effects
grande,
and
a
the
quien le gusta
music,
está muy bien.
yeah, it's
Y el
good.
frame técnico está bien.
主人公の少女ゲイを操作し流れ星の出演とともに
Okay, Phenotopia, so the protagonist is a girl named Gail, you control her. And
The
there's this-
villagers just disappeared.
yeah, because of this shooting star.
Oh
Okay.
no.
It's a 2D side view action adventure. She finds a bat in the storage room.
Baseball bat for
Yeah,
hitting
probably a
stuff,
baseball
right?
bat.
Yep.
Okay. We have
Estamos
full
llegando a
thrill.
las
And it
casi
says,
4 horas.
can we say this?
Which one?
Espero haberlo resumido lo suficiente.
Okay, I misread that.
Okay, okay, just
Nothing, it's fine.
okay. So you use a slingshot. Okay, well, there's also a gimmick slingshot. Okay. A slingshot in Japanese is called pachinko.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, there's, okay. I cut off the word there, which means something else.
Okay, he's had a long day, guys.
Kind of a vulgar phrase. But
Someone in the comment can explain that maybe.
no, let's not. Okay. So you got to use your head to solve the
Yeah.
mysteries.
Yes.
And, yeah, what happened to those villagers?
Yeah.
That shooting star, right?
Yeah. Okay, so you can go fishing, kill monsters. You can also cook. Okay.
Nice. And it looks like it's going to be available.
Es una cosa
I think we're getting
increíble.
ahead of them here.
Yes, so let's wait for that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so the Chinese guy who's, you know, doing the Chinese stream, yeah, sees Flyworks and he's really pushing this game. So it's really nice.
フェノトピアは2020年11
Okay.
月26日
On November 26th, the Japanese version will be available for release.
Oh, this month. Okay, cool. Oh, so the English version is already out, I guess.
続い
Nice.
てのタイトルも
Next one
ま
is.
ずは VTR からご覧ください
All right, here you go. Let's see it. Oh, grasshopper.
Oh, hey.
This was mentioned in the comments.
Yeah.
Somebody was looking for it.
Past is not dead. Okay, I can't translate that. Sorry.
Whoa, font problem.
It says 24. The plan 24.
21 years have passed, and humans are numb once. There's 25
Districts or something.
districts that are being redeveloped, and
That's right there.
they're being redeveloped into a perfect thing
In a
and kill the
game?
past.
Kill the past. Okay.
Kill the life.
What?
Oh boy.
Hello, Grasshopper. He's Grasshopper guy. He has news. The remake of Silver stuff. Silver 2425 is a combination of those two games that they remade. It's going to be on Switch.
Switch. Nice.
They really want, the fans said they really want to play on Switch platform.
Okay, so he met their
Buen
need.
título de novela visual.
Mr. Nissan really pushed this to help them too.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah?
Thank you very much.
Please wait for the game. Suda-san, nice. Suda-goichi-san, it's cool dude.
Nice. Ooh.
Yeah.
今
Suda-san,
の
yeah.
須田さんから水谷さんへのメッセージまで
Silver 2425. It's a classic game. Silver game.
Gonna be available on Switch.
Hey.
Oh, that's big news.
Nice.
シルバー2425っていう
Huh.
ゲーム
Okay, so I wonder if there's going to be a date now.
Yeah, there was absolutely no gameplay shown there.
Yeah, but the fans know it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's already out, but they combined it.
Combined it and put it on Switch.
Yes.
Nice.
須田さんにビデオを撮ってっていう
Oh, so Mitsutani-san asked Suda-san to make a video.
ことになりました
Yeah, and he made it for
こ
them.
ちらなんですが、
Nice.
改めてご紹介するとシルバー2425、
Okay.
はい、グラスホッパーマニファクチャーの須田光一さん、
It's
須田剛一さんが
going
手
to
掛けたア
be-
ドベンチャーゲームです。で
Yep.
It was made by Suda-goichi-san, yeah, an adventure game.
とその6年後の世界。
So Kanto 24, that's the first one, and then 6 years after it's going to be Kanto 25. So those two titles are going to be one on Nintendo Switch.
Nice. And it will be
Yes, Kusabi was shot by someone, and then this serial killing is happening. What's going to happen?
Es una buena
And
noticia.
then they
Overclock
find out
y
that there's something to do with we had a company from 20 years ago.
Oh no!
With that silver, I don't know the English name, silver budget game.
Silver accident
Yeah,
case,
there's
the case of the silver
from
20 years ago.
The original game, thank you, silver game, thank you. Yeah, so Sudago is very popular, very famous, and the original game was his first game.
Okay, so he made a big hit game?
Yeah.
Okay. And it was super popular, and now
Yes, yep.
that plus the sequel combined on Switch.
Silver case, thank you.
Silver case.
It's a cool game.
Nice.
意外と文学とかで日本だと SF って非常に今少なくなってきてるんですけど、ゲームの世界にはやっぱりまだ SF が息づいてる感じが。
So science fiction is getting less common in pop culture in Japan, but it's still very active in the game.
Yes, I love sci-fi stuff.
I guess there's not a whole lot of sci-fi movies from Japan, huh?
No.
They're more like historic
Yes,
movies.
historical anime, culture, I guess, and budget.
2月18日にまだ出てないです。2月18日に
Okay. No está mal.
Okay, so he said it.
There you go.
2021, February 18th, going to be available. And there's going to be some original goods.
Qué bueno.
Probably only in Japan. Yes.
Espero que no.
Yeah, but Switch isn't region locked, though, so
Espero que salga en todo el mundo.
Okay, nice. Well, okay.
it might only be in Japanese, but
Yeah, but
it's not
this,
region
I think the
locked.
Tokten, the what do you call the?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, the other stuff. Hopefully.
須田さんが実は赤と青と
Yeah, I don't know.
ゲームになってないけど追加というか新規のシナリオがある。最終話近辺の
Creo que será en todo el mundo.
書いてなかった話があって、それ須田さんの公式ドコモでしか出てなかったんですけど、それを
Well, I guess they're in the comments. They're saying there's English versions on PS4 and Steam.
コミカライズをこのためだけにしていただいて。
Well, so there is a scenario that Suda-san made, which is not published. So in this first kind of value-added stuff, special stuff, there's a comic of that scenario, a story.
So unique to this release.
What did you say there?
Unique to this release.
Yes, you're right. Thank you. Sorry, I clicked my fingers there.
I appreciate it.
It's not a calling, it's just yes kind of thing.
海外で一応出す予定にはしていて、まだどういう形どういういつ出せるかっていうのはあるんですが、必ず海外でもリリースできるように。
Oh, he says he don't know how, don't know when, but he definitely wants it.
Will be released
Yes, overseas. He definitely wants to do that.
Good.
Fenomenal.
Confirmed, guys. Don't worry. He says he don't know
Well,
when.
not confirmed, but
Este
he
lo voy a
wants
seguir,
to.
este lo voy a seguir porque es un título muy interesante.
Definitely, his want is confirmed.
Yes. Strong.
Nice.
ということで、シルバー2425は2021年2月
Okay, the Japanese version is going to be 2021, February
February
18th.
18th on Switch. Woo!
サイコパスが大好きなんで、
サイコパスの話なんですよ。
絶対面白そうだね。
These guys like the psychopath, but
殺人鬼のドキュメンタリーも両方好きなんですけど。さて、じゃあ続いていきましょうか。
The next one is
オーバークック王国のフルコース。
Overcooked.
overcooked. I see this on the Switch
Overcooked,
store all
only
the
Danny.
time.
Yeah, it's a good, fun, chaotic game.
Oh,
Yeah. So you have to make the menu, but again, chaotic.
so the
Yeah.
full course. Hey, Team 17, Worms guys.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know Team 7, but I have 17, but.
美味しい完全版にリマスターされました。
Okay, so it's a remastered version.
Okay.
Okay, of.
Hundreds of different kinds. Oh, I guess now available with 4K graphics and online play. Wow, you can really get the beautiful
amazing.
meat cooking.
Ah.
Okay.
Very
Oh,
nice.
so now they have online multi. They didn't. The first one didn't have. I think the second one does.
Okay.
New stages, new chefs.
4K cooking.
Ah,
Impressive.
4K in this graphics, man. 4K.
I can't even imagine it. I might bite into the screen.
4K.
I don't know why that's so hard. I think it's the 1 and 2 are together. Yeah, so Overcooked 1 and Overcooked 2, and all the added DLCs and contents going to be in 1 and remastered.
Ah,
And, yeah,
So 1 and 2, very nice.
yes.
Esto
from
junto
Team
con
17,
el
who did Worms, I know, and Ghost Town Games made together.
このオーバークックなんですが、2012年
So
違います。2020年の12月
2020
February 17th.
この辺になるともうスタッフ
December 17th.
ちゃんと書くの難しくなって
Right, so next month,
2020年12月17年
PS5?
yeah, it says
11日ですよね。
in the script the year 2020 and then the year 17, but probably December 17th on PS5.
It does, doesn't it?
Japanese release.
Oh, and everyone's
Will
sleeping.
become available then.
Okay.
はい。
Woo!
There you go.
All right, that was the
Indie Live
Indie Live
Premiere.
premiere.
ここまでずっとゲーム紹介やってきたんですけど、CM
ま
だとですね、今度
After the
世
commercials,
界のインディースタジオ、はい、
they're going to
Indie
introduce
Station,
studios from around the world.
Con-
And we're going to focus on the Sweden game development situation.
Ooh.
All right, let's Sweden it up after this.
If you want to survive, I am your best bet.
Tiene buena pinta, pero ya tengo suficiente con el No More Heroes. No más de estos, no, el Dungeon of Nazarick. Mira más. ¿Qué es esto? Oh, lo del vino. ¡Viva el vino!
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Pueden gain Arena Poker
Okay,
Time.
so 2010, the population is
30,000 people.
Yeah, 34,000, okay. 20 square kilometers big. Small.
That's like your yard, right?
Yeah, about,
About,
yeah. I think you own like a couple of those, right?
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah. It's about 2 hours from Stockholm.
Okay.
And there's a program called Sweden Game
Sweden
Arena.
Game Arena. This is where everybody tries to support the game developers.
And it's Sankangaku. Sankangaku.
All right, so government and industry and education all tied up together.
Yeah, I did my homework and it said industry, government, academia projects, it says.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I did that on the fly and it was pretty close.
Oh yeah, very close, man. No, you're correct, actually.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a very Japanese term, but a lot of people also do it. So this is Sheffield University.
Okay.
They teach game
Bueno,
design.
del gobierno, de la parte de educación y de la parte de los desarrolladores. Está
It
bien.
used to be computer science and then it changed to
Yeah.
game design.
Yeah. But because Nokia had a Tosan,
Bankruptcy.
yeah, Nokia went bankrupt.
Nokia went bankrupt, huh?
Yeah, in Sweden, so the computer science, the popularity went down. And no one studied computer science.
Where was Angry Birds?
Oh, I don't know.
結構歴史ありますね。
But that's so
Finland?
could be. Yeah, maybe comment will tell us. Okay, but because of that, they thought, okay, how would make it a game design department so that the young ones will come? And then, yeah, this is what
Una
they
parte del
do.
museo.
These are in the library.
Library, yep.
All right. I had both of those. He said it's like a used video game store.
Okay, so it's not only how to create games, but they study games as as an actual project.
Esto es Goat Simulator.
Oh, so you become a goat and you go around this town destroying everything or doing whatever you want. It's really, you really have to use your mind.
I'm not good at using my mind.
Eggs, power-ups.
Look like.
No.
What's wrong?
I see what you
I'm
mean.
not losing my
I
mind.
know you're talking in general.
Simple math, that's like, could be fun, yeah.
Esto es para que vayan los desarrolladores allí a fliparse.
Okay, Manifold Garden. Gravity takes on
Manifold
a
Garden.
new form, and things that are not possible in reality.
Escher style.
It's like Escher, the artist, right? You can get different worlds and unlimited experiences, and you learn as you go, and then eventually you figure it out to solve the puzzles. So open up lots of new paths as you make a garden.
Yeah, it was on Epic, but now it's also on Steam. It's on everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Okay, so it really looks nice. Look at that, man. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. But it's a puzzle game, and you have to use your perspective and stuff. Whoa, that's neat. Oh, next. Okay, custom. Oh, my friend made this.
What?
Yeah, custom Sugorok. I should have checked this. I wonder if this is on deliberate. Okay, so you can.
Deliberate.
Yeah, you can create a Sugorok, a board game, the way you want. So he made this for streamers to enjoy.
Oh.
Yeah, so save it to a file and then play it with everyone. So you can probably do like Batsu games and stuff.
So you can make your own board game.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah, yeah, and very cute style. Okay.
So it's like a game maker to make.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Raspberry
Mash. So you got God, and you have to get some vengeance against him. Is the pledge that the young lady made. And so she uses her weapons to go beat the enemies. And you have a whole bunch of skills. You put them together to do your own play style and destroy those enemies.
Oh, it looks punishing.
Raspberry Mash.
Okay, next.
Switch and Steam.
Potato flowers in full bloom. What? Okay, potato flowers in full bloom. It's a first-person perspective. It's a labyrinth, a dungeon crawling RPG. Okay, the player sets a kind of a group of people and looking for the legendary, mysterious seed. Okay.
Get that seed.
Yeah, get that seed, boys. Girl, whatever. Okay, there's monsters and weird stuff, and then he put in everything that he likes, and it took him 4 years to make, and last he can make it.
Nice.
Okay.
Well done. All right. Danmakai Red Forbidden Fruit. So the Danmakai is like all the bullets coming around.
Yes.
So probably bullet hell, avoid all of the enemies, and get all of the powers, and use the powers to get your strong buster attacks to fight back against the enemies. And it's very interesting bullet shooting game.
All right.
Yep.
Next is two-armed soldat. Okay. The protagonist has 2 arms at the back. Okay, on the back, and then uses that to move around and fight.
What?
2 arms. Okay, so 4 arms in total. So using all the actions, it's very soothing and fast-paced action.
Oh, I see. 2 arms on the back.
Yeah, 2 arms on the back. I said that.
You did say that, but until I saw the arms on the back, I didn't know what you did. Those things.
Yes, a solo developer, so he's developing slowly.
Solo developer made this? Wow.
This is beautiful, actually. Is it? Sci-fi? Ooh, lovely. Windows 2021 is thinking of release.
Okay, let's release it. Okay, pick me up Rescue Rangers. You are heroes, and you have to fight against the invaders and save the other players. It's a little bit of a different worldview than most people, and you gotta have a heroic rescue action puzzle. So get those rescue cars going, and in the limited amount of time that you have, you got to save as many people as you can and get that high score.
Oh yeah, help those people and get that high score.
Help those people and get that high score.
Promotion, babies.
I love it. Promotion, babies. And there's lots of different things you can ride on, but it's a difficult...
Million shows.
It's 2222, the year.
Lots of twos.
Yes, okay, from space. There's this techniques and technology. And because of that, the world is at war. Humans never change. War never changes.
Para PlayStation Vita,
okay, this is, at the bottom, that is a huge ship. And you have to use that, and there's 15 cannons. 15 cannons, man.
Right.
Yes, and then you have to...
Oh, there they are! All 15 of them, he filled it out!
15 cannons, and control them all.
Yeah,
oh,
so
my word.
It's like a moving tower defense.
It's a tower defense shooting game. Okay, PlayStation Vita? Vita? Seriously?
Nice.
You're going to be on Vita?
Nice.
Dude!
Yeah, PlayStation Vita. It's a good system.
Yeah, it's a good system, I know, but they're not making it anymore.
Is it out of publishment?
No, it's still...
All right, Million Nope, the Knight of Queen. Okay, so go back to 1990s, right? It's kind of that look and feel, one-on-one turn-based command input battle system to get a virtual reality role-playing game. This is virtual reality right here for sure. Monsters all over the place, going crazy. You gotta, bam, knock them out. Get some information and some items and go on your adventure.
Ooh, adventure in VR.
Look at those adventures.
This is very adventurous, isn't it?
Everybody's got stabs.
I wonder if you can hit them. Can you touch them?
I don't know, but they all got those blue orbs going around their head. So this is interesting. This looks like a first attempt at VR from a long time ago, so it's got some of the retro look and feel.
Yeah, it does.
Probably pretty relaxing.
Yeah, but have bright memory.
Oh, bright memory. Okay. Okay, it's a solo developer, FYQD, made with Unreal Engine. It's an FPS plus an action game. It's very speedy and is making for a long time, and it's very beautiful. There's many skills and abilities, and you get those beautiful combos, man. Bright combos, very lovely. Yes, hit that. And then it's on Xbox Series X. Okay, Xbox Series X. Wow, okay. It's on Steam too. It's on PC 2020 November 10th. Alright, this is really good. So he made kind of a demo style alone, and he put it out, and everyone loved it. So there was publishers come in. Okay.
On November 10th, it's like a few days away, it says.
Whoa, okay, it is. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think he's like making an overhaul. I wonder if,
An overhaul. Well, probably the Series X release is a few days away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful, very action-packed, very nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Great. All right. Psycho. So the crazy dice.
Yeah.
Something like that. So there's this dangerous girl, and it's a visual novel adventure game. So there's a crazy heroine, and you don't want her to be, whoa! So you don't want her to be, whoa!
Okay.
So you got to be careful and get that strategy, because if you don't, you know.
It says here, don't get killed by her and try to be in love with her.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
That's not what it says.
Oh, also, it says okay, next is a
Wait a
mystery.
minute, mine is different than yours.
Oh, really?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's it's a con group. Oh, you have to look for the con group boss. This is so retro. You have to go to Akita.
The con group boss.
Then you go into a dungeon, and then you find out what this hideous incident happened. Why? Okay.
Why?
It's a command style system, retro style, suspense command adventure game. On Nintendo Switch. Steam is early access from 7th, so it's already out. On Nintendo Switch is 2021. This is from the NES. 犯人は誰だ?
Who is the criminal?
Yeah, that was for the Japanese video, sorry. Wow.
Yeah. The Japanese viewers are probably watching the other stream.
Yeah, Can you hear me?
No.
No, okay, thank you.
All right. Paint out. So you gotta paint stuff.
Yeah.
And it is new elements to the painting style, and it's art puzzle. So there's different arts that you can draw on your canvas, and make sure to stay in the lines and don't go over stuff, or you can go over stuff again and again. It's got the repaint system. So it's a fresh way of playing. It's a puzzle that is.
Ayakashi Magatsu. So you have to defeat these yokai, Japanese monsters. Daihyakkyagyo, that's a legendary kind of.
Come on, give the background.
No, yeah.
Give the background on that specific Japanese history piece.
No, dude, Japanese hack and slash RPG.
More history.
You have to fight against these yokai, Japanese monsters.
Yep.
And stop them.
Loser Reborn.
Okay, great. Loser Reborn. All right. Prody, and there's lots of parodies and lots of gags, and it's like a, different kind of a world RPG. So it was on Nico Nico, I think, was involved. Something about Nico Nico for a game festival. It got the new entry award in 2020 as a nice parody award.
Okay, so it's a parody of a game.
It's a parody game that got a nice parody award.
Okay, next is physical exorcism. What? Physical exorcism, case one.
Yep.
Okay. So it's a retro turn-based battle, and so you physicalize, you make the demons, you make the ghosts like appear so that you can touch them, and then you punch them. So you don't need to level up, and you can, it's a very short game. Oh, sorry.
All right. Talpic. So it's an online game that is like, I guess, telephone. It's like maybe Pictionary. You draw pictures. Good for, your online drinking parties that everybody is having now. Perfect for that. So just make a good drawing online on App Store and Google Play. So just draw what the topic is and have the other person guess, and they say, oh, I know, she's dancing.
Yeah.
And look at that guy. They're dancing in the sunlight.
Dance.
Like
Pickle sushi. Oh, it's a very fast rotating sushi puzzle game. So there's hungry customers, and you have to give them sushi really fast. But also be careful that...
Un recesito. ¡Hala! Sigamos con el peco sushi. Peco sushi. Pinta. Animal Panic new puzzle game. Magicus. Esto es increíble. Ya, no está mal. No. ¿Quién sabe? Bueno, vale. Muy bien. Stepping cube. Parasite Days. Meccanin. Always Legacy. Sea happy. Alice. Oh. Oh. Qué curioso. El estilo gráfico está muy bien. Bolt Patrol. Alright. Oscuro. Chiaroscuro. Temtem. Chicar. Again. Necesito. Sigamos con el Chicago. Chicago lo despigo. Good. ¿No? Ugh. Sí, es un poco... Un mami. Bueno, hombre, permitido. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? Man Eater. Return to the Kitchen. Vaya mía, a 4K. Para que cocines de todo. De todo. Pues la verdad es que no sé qué decir porque hay un montón de juegos. Madre mía. Los awards, los premios, los premios. No hay. Hades, se lleva el gran premio del Indie Live Expo Awards. Ay, ay, ay. Ya hemos terminado y nos vamos y ya hasta luego, Lucas. Bueno, va a haber una Indie Live Expo 3. Le damos un 3. Así que nos vemos pronto con ello. Si os ha gustado, volveremos en 2021 con Indie Light Expo 3. Les doy un 3. Hasta luego. Yo no sé ni qué digo.